place in history in Edo State.
All right, as we try to round off this conversation, APC governorship primary election will hold next month. Yeah. Talk to us about some of the strategies you're putting in place to ensure that indeed you are well accepted by those who will be voting you, because I mean, it's going to be a tough one going into a direct primary election. That means you have to be going around the entire state,
well,
which is the major challenge. That's if there's no consensus.
First of all, I'm a winner anytime, any day. When I was on the other side, I had a group and a team. We won the Senate, first time, second time. Then myself and my team left PDP to APC, and we formed a group which is called Bakota. We led a movement, and we gave the senatorial seat to APC. For the first time, my senatorial won the senatorial seat for APC.
Yeah.
We didn't only do that, I equally won my House of Assembly seat with the array and money of PDP in my state. Now, talking about acceptance, you don't feed a striker that cannot score goals. Today in Edo State, if we want to win, we had collaboration with PDP when we won in the last election. APC as it stands, or PDP as it stands, no single party can win election in the state, except you have somebody that's ready to create a phenomenon to drag people from other parties.
And you think you're the person?
Well, today, if I'm blessed and privileged to represent my party, APC, I know people in PDP will be very happy because they see me as a messiah.
And you think you can defeat someone like Aswani Godalo if eventually he emerges as the PDP?
Aswani Godalo is a non-starter.
Okay.
Because it's a mirror image of Obaseki. And what you have is what you give. If a failure gives birth to a child, that child eventually becomes a failure.
All right. Just very quickly in 30 seconds, you promised something about the Ojirami Dam that you were going to improve on it and make sure that, you know, it's able to provide water for people. I'm very interested in that project.
Okay.
Very quickly.
I'll just quickly run it down. Today in Edo State, we have a lot of things we need to do. Oil is going to fail. If oil is going to fail, we need to look at agric. And I'm going to pursue agric on 4 streams. We are going to look at food crop, cash crop, dairy, ranch, and we're going to look at fishery.
All right.
All right? And if we are going to look at all this, we have to look at the comparative advantage of every area. You are talking about Akoko Edo. In Akoko Edo, we used to have cattle ranch. If you want to feed 4 million people every day with beef, you need to cultivate 25 acres, not hectares, 25 acres of land to put your cattle. Akoko Edo have that. The Ojirami Dam was supposed to provide water with a headroom of about 9 meters. Ojirami Dam was conceived in the 70s. It failed in the 80s. Subsequent government have not been able to do that. Ojirami Dam failed because they used a spill gate, a sluice gate, instead of a spillway.
Well, you're an engineer, so that's why I had to ask you that
question.
question.
We need to rebuild it. Okay. Instead of having a headroom of just 9 meters, we need to increase it to get hydro and to be able to do agriculture. It's supposed to provide water for the whole of Edo North. So we need to do that.
All right.
Not just that in Edo North, also. In our government, if APC push me forward to represent them, the first 4 years, we are going to cut the journey between the north and south by 2 hours.
All right. I'm afraid we do not have enough time.
So I can tell you all the programs.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that you're getting prepared fully for this position. But of course, you have other 28 persons to contend with, and I don't envy you. That's what I can tell you.
I quickly go back there. I told you that.
It's an APC governorship.
All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. It's good to be back again. How you guys doing today? Today is Thursday, 18th January 2024. I appreciate every one of you right there. It's good to be back here. All right, that one a governorship aspirant. God, they don't see if be like I don't know whether that make I say this all this incoming or already a politician. If they don't see Edo people finish or they don't see Nigerians finish, because normally it's everywhere. These people, they just talk, and from beginning to the end, what they are talking about doesn't make no sense, and you want to become a governor. This one name, they say that Gideon. Ihine. Now that they call him, I don't know where he did. I never hear from before. I don't know anything about him. You know, say he want to become a governor of those states. Although there's a lot of people, a lot of aspirants. Hey God, these people.
Well, speaking at the inauguration ceremony, the IGP said that the squad, which is made up of well-trained and highly mobile police officers, totaling 1,000 personnel in each state, and the FCT, will be supplemented by a formidable arsenal of operational assets, including sophisticated arms, drones, and vehicles. Egbetekun added that the squad will work hand in hand with community leaders, residents, and all stakeholders, and believes that the days of bandits terrorizing Nigeria is over.
These assets, some of which are on display here this afternoon, are ready for deployment to counteract the security threats.
Can we have one of the drone pilots to come and run the commentary here? OC2, come and run the commentary.
With these men going out now, all the threats that we are hearing about is going to be a thing of the past. In fact, I can say that with the special intervention squad that we are putting together, and with our collaboration with the military and other security agencies, the days of the bandits terrorizing Nigeria are numbered.
Bandits, be warned, your days are numbered. I mean, that video got a lot of attention. I mean, it's amazing that the police, were able to come up with all of those equipment. But that drone, some Nigerians were saying, how loud is that drone? Is that a drone or a helicopter? But that's on the lighter note. Well, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, on Wednesday assured residents that the federal government will fight bandits to release abducted residents. The minister was speaking during a town hall meeting held in the Buhari Area Council of the FCT. Wike urged all stakeholders to collaborate with security forces to find a lasting solution to the menace.
Without information, there's nothing we can do. And that is where you have to play a key role. Traditional decision, you have a role to play. Community leaders, you have a role to play. Because by information, you have the security agencies to proactively take control before anything will happen. And so in the next few days, you will see the action of the security agencies to make sure that this kidnapping is brought to a halt. We are very, very serious. All those criminals, bandits, enough is enough.
All right, we're hearing assurances from the police. We're hearing assurances from the minister. I thought that his, input there was quite a welcoming development because he's talking about, having all stakeholders collaborate with the security forces, which is paramount. Well, in the meantime, the Minister of Defense, Mohammed Badoru, has condemned crowdfunding for victims of kidnapping, stating that it emboldens criminals. The minister made the comment on Wednesday while briefing State House correspondents after the Federal Executive Council meeting. Well, according to him, sourcing for ransom on social media by families and friends of abducted victims is against the Nigerian Terrorism Act.
And on crowdfunding, we all know that there exists a law that prevents payment of ransom. So it is very sad for people to go over the internet, radio, asking for donation to pay ransom. This will only worsen the situation. It will not help the situation at all, as you have seen.
All right, another welcoming development. I mean, we've known that this is against the law. I think it is important to emphasize that it is a criminal act, although, like you all have said earlier, it is easier said than done, but it is a crime. Well, this is all coming as officers of the Abia State Police Command were said to have invaded a radio station, ABN TV, in Umuahia on Tuesday and forcibly arrested a guest, Odensi Donald, during a live program. The director of the radio station, Ifeanyi Okali, in a post on Facebook, described the invasion as a provocation against press freedom and human rights. Okali claimed that during the invasion, some items belonging to the station were damaged and demanded an apology from the State Police Command. A video showing where Donald was forcibly apprehended by the police has gone viral.
Tell me the police station we are going to. Tell me the police station.
The major point is you come out. Come out. Without calling.
You know the implication. Which implication? Show me the message. Show me the message.
What kind of kidnapping?
No, you want to come and kidnap? You want to arrest me? And you are lying. You said you want to come for prayer. Police, they are lying. Police are lying. This man called me this morning. You cannot arrest me. You cannot arrest me. You cannot arrest me. You cannot arrest me. You cannot arrest my phone. Leave my phone. Leave my phone. Check my phone.
Let's take this comment from lawyer and activist Inibehe Efyong. Well, he wrote on Twitter, "This is the Nigeria police force doing what it knows how to do best. This is an attack on press freedom. What is the specific allegation against the guests that warranted this uncivilized and unprofessional conduct by the policemen? Did they have a warrant for his arrest? Why arrest him during a live radio program? This sort of absurd action is only possible because the culture of impunity is rooted in the police. It is condemnable. The officers should be punished." Over to you, Ayo.
All right, so interestingly, the policemen were said to have come from the Umuahia area command. And Oji, what they said was that Mr. Odensi's older brother had petitioned the police concerning a family matter. So this was not the fact that he was a terrorist or that it was an emergency or it was a threat to state security that they had to interrupt a live broadcast to arrest him. It was based, according to reports, on a family matter. We haven't heard a firm statement from the police command, but I think it's quite embarrassing. With the level of what we are dealing with at the moment.
Yes.
Well, congratulations to Mr. The IGP of police on the launch of the SIS. Maybe they should recruit some of these policemen. Looks like we don't have enough work to do to SIS. But, you know, it's an insult on the sanctity of the press because it was, why did they come to a broadcast building during an interview? While he was doing an interview, was it to embarrass him on live TV? Because we've seen that happen, OG. And I believe that the IGP and the police commissioner in the state should look into these matters, especially matters where policemen.
Meanwhile, all these are happening while a lot of Nigerians are being kidnapped in various states right now in Nigeria. Many of them have been killed. Many of them have been held in their own custody right now, demanding for ransom and all that. Police is not doing anything about this. They are showing us a draw. How can a police that want to fight insurgency, you want to fight insecurity, you go carry all the press where they this word coming, they call the show draw, won't buy. I don't get it. I don't get it.
And almost abuse the authority. The case of the food processing company and the woman who had reported or written a review online, and we saw how the police camped in front of her house for several hours despite a court order against that. So we see these acts of impunity going sometimes unpunished, and when you find out the reason why there's this bragado, it's because of a family matter. But when you now investigate further, you find out that in some cases, not in all, money has been exchanged. And then there is...
All right, guys, I'm just going to stop it right there. In case you want to further with that, please go to Arise and watch the full video. Ojo presented a lot of things today, including TB Joshua and all that. As you all know, that matter will concern TB Joshua. I don't really want to talk about it. So, yes, but nevertheless, let's move on. We have a lot of things currently affecting our country. You know, we need to address it. I appreciate every one of you guys. Please help us to press on that like button. May God bless every one of you that is right there supporting us every day, joining the panel, you know, calling to the show on the comment section, and those of you watching us that doesn't participate at all. We appreciate every one of you. May God bless you all. Please always continue to do your part by hitting on that like button, and let's do this together. But meanwhile, the insecurity in Nigeria is getting worse. I know some of you now say, "Kai God, When Nigeria was go come, I can't talk about the good news of this country. Not your verse, in all day. In all day, if I see, I go report them. Me not see. The situation we are right now, another one happened again. This one happened today. Over 100 terrorists on bikes invade Garam community near FCT, kidnap residents. They carry all of them, they go. You see, the things that is happening right now in Nigeria, oh God, this is what you get when you support any kind of illegitimacy. Yes, because God is not in support of it. When you support, you know this thing is illegitimate, but you choose to support it. This is what you get. Even though, unfortunately, the innocent people, now all of us got to bear the pains right now. Why the same illegitimate satanic individualisms, they are free? Because since when this kidnapping and all that have been going on, and I never said they catch one politician. The innocent people, see the way that they drawn. God. Let's take this quickly. Resident of Garam, a border community between Niger State and the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, experienced a harrowing ordeal as over 100 terrorists on motorcycles invaded the village in broad daylight. The assailant, wearing AK-47 rifles, swords, and arrows, were dressed in military camouflage and combat trousers. Eyewitness reported that the audacious attack took place on Monday afternoon, with the bandits riding more than 40 bikes each, carrying 3 individuals. The invaders openly displayed their weapons, causing panic among the residents who fled for their lives. Or sentence of the unfolding situation. I'll just leave that right there. I'll leave that right there because we have a lot to talk about right now. You can see we have people on the backstage. Okay, Madam Busy Brace joined us early today. At least you have enough time to talk today. Madam Busy Brace, I appreciate you all. Thank you very much, my people.
Hello, Elvis. Good day.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me come back to you all. Let me quickly take this here. Guys, as I'm doing my part right now, please do your part. Help us to press on that like button and let's do this together. And God bless you, all my people. Meanwhile, Peter Obi don't tackle, say Peter Obi talk and say, now opposition man, now he can be now to Tinubu because he's the only man, that's what we all are doing right now. We are supporting him to checkmate this satanic set of people that is causing the excruciating situation we all are facing. In case you think you are not part of it, you are part of it. Somebody called me today in London telling me how, he was treated mercilessly and demanded bribery in Nigeria embassy in London. So this is part of the thing we are saying. Maybe that kind of person is still talk tomorrow now. So after all, I'm not in Nigeria. It's not my business. Whatever that is happening there now, no, we don't talk to that now. No, directly or indirectly, the situation of our country is affecting all of us. Only person in London now where they pay bribery for just to renew passport for London. What about all those stuff that you are facing right now just because you are a Nigerian? So don't join the people, the group that is saying, no, it not concern me, you not concern. It concern you, oh God, madam. If you are listening to me right now, it concern you. Meanwhile, let's take this. Okay, Olumide, I don't see you. Let me quickly add you in because, for those of you that want to join, we only have 2 spots left. If after that 2 spots, you will be on the backstage. Thank you. Meanwhile, Peter Obi, come talk, say, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general election, Mr. Peter Obi, on Wednesday said former President Muhammadu Buhari failed in the area of security for 8 years, and that President Bola Tinubu appeared to be repeating the same mistake. He therefore called on the Tinubu administration to take decisive action on the growing insecurity in the country. Obi was reacting to the renewed security breaches in some part of the country, especially in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, where gunmen had been wreaked heinous crimes on the city. The way these kidnappers stay face Abuja, me myself when they ask me, say me no understand. The way that they face that place, like say people where they back they up there, they say make una your first finish Abuja first. Meanwhile, the former governor of Anambra State, in a statement on Wednesday, described the recent killings of 2 abducted young girls in Abuja as depressing, adding that it was time for the leaders to take all forms of serious measures to tackle the situation. Peter Obi, I want to talk so. As a terror attack, banditry, kidnappings, and violence continue to range through the country, it is more concerning now with the surge of violence spreading through the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The recent killings of the 2 abducted young girls in Abuja makes it more depressing and urgent. It is now the time for us, the leaders, to take all forms of serious measure to tackle the situation. Then Mr. Peter Obi went on. It is unfortunate that the President Muhammadu Buhari in 2015 campaigned and won the election on 3 items: security, economy, corruption. After his 8 years in office, the situation has worsened in all 3 areas. The present administration on assuming office promised to deal decisively with the same situation: security, economy, and corruption. Today, however, the situation is getting even worse than ever. Peter Obi now they talk so. Then Peter Obi carry the matter. He carry and go. You can't say at the annual general conference of the Nigerian Bar Association held in Lagos in August 2022, the then vice president, presidential candidate, Senator Kashim Shettima, categorically stated that if APC elected, he, as vice president, would be in charge of security, while the president, as an expert in economy, would handle the economy. Yes, I can vouch to that. Yes, he talk him. We plan for you. That's what you talk. Now, to be honest, vice president, you know, oh, yeah, what do you call it? Yeah, me, Oshibajo, I beg, go hide yourself. Not you had the call. Kashim Shettima is he's already doing his job. He said he will take charge of security, while Tinubu is also doing his own job of the economy. These guys, they are working very hard, man. Meanwhile, Peter Obi carried the matter, they talk, say Nigerians therefore now employ them to fulfill their campaign promises. Even if they do not achieve 100% result, we want to see 100% effort. Then Peter Obi continue. It is now time to stop all forms of foreign trips from people in government until we deal with the ugly situation facing us at home. No foreign investors or partner would like to invest in Nigeria with the situation we now find ourselves in. We must make sincere effort to end the spread of violence, insecurity in our nation in order to make any meaningful progress, the statement stated. That is Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. Right. I want to remind you guys of something before I move on. In case we know, say, we Nigerians, you know, I say we, all of us. Oga Onero, you dey back. Oga Onero, is that Onero? Oga Onero, might see you too near camera, might see your face well. You too near camera, only your glass I dey see, only your glasses. Okay. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you. You are in already, sir. Okay. Let's move on, my people. I appreciate you all. In case you guys they forget something quickly, I would like to take you guys back. Because for me, I did forget something as well. All of us are human beings. But I want to remind you guys, how many of you now remember, say, Britain, United Kingdom evacuated their citizens from Abuja before the final judgment in Supreme Court of the presidential what is it called? Challenge. I mean, if I remember, when we can't discuss and we discuss for a year now. Because UK go, you're the, even America self, UK, America, yes. They got to tell their people, their workers, all of the way they carry, if they even bring their flights, because they evacuate them. Say the insecurity way won't happen anytime from now will be too much. Some of us got to tell, say, no, satanic APC people can't come, arise, and China, they tell us, say, nothing they happen. UK and America cannot determine the future of our country. They cannot tell us what will happen and all that, blah, blah, blah. I don't know whether some of them remember this thing why they talk so. Now, the reason why I bring this issue come be say, does it mean, say, before all these terrorists and all of them, before they go strike, they get people where they fed they tear, say, how far now? So date will go do something, make una leave or make the thing not affect you now. Because me no understand. My people, is not a joke. If you see what is currently going on right now in Nigeria, most especially in Abuja, FCT, no be small. Now, not say one woman today, I not go fish show her for a year. One woman today, they use gun to shoot a bomb. Yes, blood they pour out. Let me see if I can screenshot some parts, because also if we talk something for a year, we get all these satanic people where they follow us. Some of them will say a lie. If you not show them, they will say a lie. So sometimes it's good make we just, make I see. I want just, I'll cover this blood area, but I want the map of the blood to show for you guys to see when the person cried out, and just take. Okay, let me put it on screen. Today, this one happened. Today, this is the situation of our country. Okay, there you go. Now, see what this screen so, Okay, it's not showing. Why? Okay, there you go. If you look that right-hand side, now me cut on like that, you see person wear jeans for there. You see one map of blood and all that, but I don't want to make it show like that, the hair. You'll see that hair. They use, anyway, more reads. Dear resident, the event happened yesterday night around 10 p.m. I made a miraculous escape from kidnappers yesterday with a bullet wound just outside my estate at Logbe and Root Penthouse and El Salem estate around 10 p.m. yesterday. I was blocked by their car on my lane, but courageously reversed and then drove through them while being shot at. Bullet penetrated the door behind the drivers and got me on my left bum. I talk about a bomb. Na bomb for happen. Let's exercise extra caution and avoid late night movement. Please, these deadly guys are all over the city. May God continue to protect us. Amen. Now, the person by himself where they life from hospital, now for do this thing. So if you check them, if you want to see the full video, everything, go this page there, but me not fish one for my platform. This one happened last night. So in case, no, what about those people that cannot come? Let us assume now, say, oh, because if you check the headlines now, people they talk, say, oh, the two young girls that were kidnapped and killed, or whatever, some terrorists used back to invade whatever village, and this woman now secret come out. Okay, let's go back to the people that doesn't have the opportunity to speak, or they don't have access to social media. It's terrible right now, my people. It's really, really, really terrible. I just thought I should bring that in, Meanwhile, while we are passing all this, Tinubu and the people, they don't carry and come on for, from Abuja, relocate them to Lagos. Just in Tinubu government relocate fan headquarters from Abuja to Lagos. Hey, God. I tell you, I say, the time Tinubu go don't finish with una. He go come up for office based on the constitution. He will still rule for another 50 years. No say if we talk for you because I not be a pastor. Some of them are not taken serious. So If now a pastor now they talk now say sebo, make una give me una first fruit. Now me go chop am. Now me go do this. Una go believe. But when we are saying things here, some people don't take us serious. This is the situation of our country right now, and we cannot continue like this. Let me read this for you. Let's read this together. Press on the like button, my people. I'll be done with my job soon. Then we'll start hearing from the people. Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria. Okay, above refers. The Honorable Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development has directed that the headquarters of Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria FAN should be relocated from Abuja to Lagos. Consequent upon the above, you are requested to provide the implication of the relocation to the management. This one, Mrs. Olubumi Kuku, Managing Director, Chief Executive. So, my people, when I see on there, that is a letter. They don't move on. Now, very soon now, me believe that Tinubu go move Asoro go Lagos before he go finish in time for office. In case you don't know. Yes, some people feel that talk now and say, what are you talking about? What do you know? This small boy. Meanwhile, see what some of our pastors they talk for here this January. We listen to this.
Is your first fruit of the year. Month salary is your first fruit of the year. It is for me, not for church. I want to challenge you by the Spirit of God. I fear nobody and I fear no criticisms. If you call me your spiritual father, this month's salary is your first fruit of the year. It is for me, not for church. It is for it is for this altar. It is for this oracle. Are you hearing me? It is for this vessel, this one God has prepared. It is for my welfare. If you honor me with the first fruit of your first year.
Okay, my people, una see am. You know, so when we talk for year, you know, that is it. And people were clapping. That one, Pastor John Anosike. I don't know him, but I name they put joiner for that. Follow the video. You know, they say Pastor John Anosike. Maybe some of them know him. That is the situation we are facing. Some people are being kidnapped while some are paying their first fruits to pastor. But meanwhile, not because of pastor that will come here, although all of them are part of the problems that we all are facing right now in Nigeria. I'd like us to move on. Thank you very much, my people. That is all. I think I still get one for now. I'm done with my presentation today, and it's time for us to start talking. Meanwhile, I would like to take calls first. I'll wait for just 10 seconds. If any call will come in, I'll prioritize callers. You know, 10 seconds, it remains just 5 seconds. If no call come, I'm going to start calling on the panelists, my wonderful panelists, my beloved panelists. These guys, most of them are extremely consistent, and I'm grateful to all of you. May God bless you all. The situation in our country, we must join head together to rescue Nigeria. But I don't know how, but I'm doing my part. And I believe many of you on this panel, you're doing your part as well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for joining us today. And I would like to tell you guys the good news is that Nigeria win Ivory Coast this evening, 1-0. So there's a chance, say, Nigeria and go carry the cup if they continue like this. You know, no say the previous game where they play, now draw, now they draw. So at least it's a good news, say we win tonight. You know, not to say many people don't join us now because the match don't finish. During that time where I take come on air, that time people they watch African Cup of Nations. Now God bless you, my people. I'd like to call on the first person on the panel. Thank you very much, my brother. Give us a mandate. Thanks for joining us today. I'd like you to talk to us. You have 8 minutes, sir.
Thank you very much. Good evening to you, the panelists, and everyone on the comment section, Nigerians all over the world. Greetings to everyone. It's a great day again here today to be out doing this. It's not because of any other thing, but because is our country. We just have to continue to speak, and hopefully things can get better for the country as we deliberate and continue to make our voices heard. Well, I mean, on the last comment, it was a good thing that Nigerians had, and they actually won the match, but there are I don't know what to say at this time. It's kind of it's a mixed feeling in Nigeria now. But regardless, Nigerians will continue to do what they can do to get out of this mess that the
Give
country
us
is.
a mandate. Sorry to bug you.
Go
If you
ahead.
don't have much to say, I can use your time up.
I don't understand. Am I
I
not
said
speaking? Can you
I
not
said if
hear
you don't
me?
have much. If you don't have much to say, I
You
can
know,
use your
so
time up.
sometimes you sacrifice your time now. I make like yesterday. So, oh God, not be give us a matter you lobby that one. You can't lobby through my office. Eh. If you not finish the time, now me, I go allocate that time.
Okay.
I just dey show understanding. Say Nigerian wahala finish you. You know get talk to talk. So I just say my help
Well,
you
Nigerian
speak.
one can never finish me. I mean, I'm here. I'm here. I think I'm here more than you. You are here, right? So, well, this is just like a side channel for me. Just, I mean, whenever I sit to work from home, I just use it as my own TV here, just to to while away my time, even though I'm working and all that. But that being said, the very first video that I was shown, that elderly man speaking. Well, I for me, I don't think there's anything that can actually come out of this whole nonsense that is happening. Um, an illegitimate president sitting down there went to Owerri to go do inauguration. The wife is speaking that fervent prayer can release the people that were kidnapped by kidnappers. I mean, all of those things are just, that's how they confuse Nigerians. And those are the Nigerians that actually want to be confused because um, the last time I checked, Israel did not use prayer to fight against Hamas. All that I understand is that the Israelis, they went into their armory, brought out their guns and all of their weapons to fight against Hamas. They did not use prayer. And I think the last time I also maybe check, and from what I heard, they said the wife um, of the president in court, the criminal drug baron, the FBI syndicate, is a pastor, right? So I don't know if maybe as she sit down in Aso Rock, if it's prayer that they're using to protect her, or she has people that are actually protecting her. So, but to that video earlier, nothing. And it's not to either say either anything. Nigerians know that nothing good can come out of this whole mess. The guy stole it. He went to Chatham and said, snatch it, grab it, and he's still running. Only time will tell us when he will stop running. So, but as much as I know, nothing good can come out of this whole mess. Then the social register, I think we talk now. Is our stream is the mainstream media in Nigeria, are they now talking about stale news, or because the social register we talk about it, I think about 2 or 3 days ago, we still mention it here, and they are just talking about it. I really understand. I don't know. I don't really understand if the mainstream media in Nigeria is actually if they actually talking about current news, or they're talking about stale news, because social register, they use 3 billion naira to verify it, and people are dying of hunger, and the mainstream media is just talking about it when it's been deliberated here. I really don't know. You spend 3 billion to verify a social register when health and education, for health, the amount they earmark for health is even lower than that. Why students is where education is a student loan. So what are we talking about? And that means to steal and to loot. And remember, Nigerians, we talk about it here that their first name is to loot, their second name is to loot, their third name is to loot, and they will loot and they will loot and they will loot. Now, if the case of Beta Edu was not released, you will even know how much they spent to verify the social register in the first place. It was after they talk about Beta Edu that they now came out and told you that, oh, they use 3 million they use 3 million to verify social register. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. You know, these guys. It's just so sad and so interesting to see all of the nonsense coming out. How can you use 3 billion to verify social register, SPV, and that means to steal? Then you do election. Now that man, they said something that was so salient in that interview, that once the primaries come and they chose a candidate, everybody should agree that they will not go to court. I don't know if you guys listen to that. Now they said after everything is said and done, everybody should agree that whatever candidate they give, based on what they are going to do, nobody will go to court. That means that they already have a candidate in mind. But what do you expect from APC? Egbekegbe? What can you expect from them? Edo State, Edo people are the one that will decide who become their governor. Not APC, not PDP. But Edo people will go to the polling units to cast their votes to choose their governor. And only if the people will arise to take back their state, because these guys are bent on imposing a candidate on the Edo people. But the Edo people should arise and not allow that to happen, because the state have not enjoyed anything good in the hand of these people. Not from Oshomole, not even Obaseki. And they're talking about, oh, they're going to bring a candidate, and after everything said and done, nobody should go to court. They know what they are doing. They know where they are going. The simple question is, who is going to step down for who among these people? Who is going to step down for who? But what can you expect from this party? The party that is known for snatch it, grab it, and run with it. What can they do? Can they even do anything good for the people or for the state? The people of Edo will decide what happened. The man that they were interviewed was talking about a project. The last time I checked, Edo State Airport, the airport in Edo, is nothing to write home about. Was that not that the same airport that somebody was telling us that there was no light in the airport? Hopefully, we can get a candidate that will come out and do the best for the people. Edo State needs also a seaport. There's a need for airport. There's a need for seaport. The roads in Edo State need to be tarred. Not the one that Mr. Najawa showed us some days ago, where you can easily use your hand to pull the biscuit that was put on the road. I just imagine if someone like Mr. Alice can say he wants to run for Edo State governor, that would have been a best so far. Because for him, we can easily tell him what he needs to do, and he will listen to the people. But these other guys, they are just there to loot and to steal. They are there to loot and to steal. So I don't know. Then if it comes to when it comes to the wiki talk about the kidnapping in Abuja, see, nothing good can come out. This kidnapping is going to continue. It will continue. It will continue because of what? The vice president is the head of the terrorist himself. Nigerians are suffering. There was an explosion in Ibadan. The vice president is in Davos. What was he doing? He was dancing buga. Shetiman was in Davos, Switzerland, dancing buga.
in an economic forum.
While people are dying in Nigeria. I saw the video just now.
He was dying, he was dancing buga. You know, Nigerians cannot question these people. They cannot even abuse them, they cannot even talk against them. But Nigerians can die. Nigerians can be killed. Why they are dancing buga somewhere? And the former president said he apologized to Nigeria after somebody wrote a book on his behalf to said, what did he do? My president just said it. The 8 years of Buhari is a failed security. And the man is apologizing. Okay, you are apologizing. So your apology will go and wake the people that are dead from their grave or what? Or your apology will make Emefiele rewrite the wrong that he did as CBN governor, that even now you cannot go to bank and catch money. They will tell you, oh, Oga, if you go to the POS guy down the road, you will easily get 100,000 naira. And the guy is telling you, Oga, because I'm giving you POS, if you use my POS, I can I can give you 100,000, and then you just give me 10,000 as my own court on your own money. And Buhari is apologizing after destroying the economy of Nigeria. The question is, will your apology revitalize the economy of Nigeria? Will your apology go and raise the people that are dead, over 600,000 people in their grave? And the same Buhari now, he has AIDS watching over him while Nigeria is put into the state of insecurity. Wike, you are now a minister of FCT. If you don't solve the problem, I bet you are not only a failure, which we all know that you are a failure, but you are nothing. I don't even know how to characterize you, because you stole it in River State so that you can become a minister of FCT. Now you are the minister. Solve the problem. Then the police nonsense that they are doing. People are dying in numbers, and police are showing drones. The same drone that you use in clean the people or buy them. When Nigeria is ready, the country is just to grab, like that Baba Med said. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Give us a Monday. Thanks for your submission. All right. Let me go to Madam Luke. Madam Luke, thank you very much for joining us, man. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. You have 8 minutes.
Good evening, Niger Watch. Good evening, wonderful Mommy Diaspora. Good evening, panelists, commentators, viewers. It's a good day to be here again today. Hopefully we'll have a calmer, more organized show today or platform. I'm looking forward to it. My spirit says it's going to be a calm day, so believe it. Thank you. Anyway, starting with Mr. Dan, Chief, I go with my list. I always write my notes. Chief Dan Ulasi, he says he's ready to risk for Nnamdi Kanu. I am happy people are coming out to say they want to do something for Nnamdi Kanu, because that cannot be forgotten. This man has been held hostage by the chief kidnappers of the country, APC, and I don't know what they want to do with him. And his suggestion is that they should release him and let him set an example for the people of Nigeria as a peacekeeper of the Southeast. And I believe it. Where is he going to go? But what they're afraid is that with Nnamdi Kanu coming up, all those Southeast governors will always feel threatened, because the show is going to, they're going to take the attention from them. And in that, Nnamdi Kanu is just going to be a hero all over again. So they don't want any distractions for what they're going to do. Nnamdi Kanu is an emboldening power. So if they keep him locked up, the Southeast is always going to be caged and subdued, especially through those Southeast governors. But kudos to the Chief Dan Olasi. They should continue to push for the release of Nnamdi Kanu together with Showore. Power to them. Aisha Buhari says she's done. I can understand that too. I've always been at that point, but there's some resources you save for your immediate family members, and that you cannot ever say you are done. I don't give outsiders money. I don't give charity. I don't do that because my resources are very limited, and it's not enough to solve the problem of Nigeria. So I choose who I want to give my money to. So I myself don't go broke and I don't start begging. So Aisha says she's done. Hopefully she stays down, because Nigerians need to hold their leaders accountable. They need to be more responsible and more proactive. So yes, I agree with Aisha Yusufu on that one. And then we're coming to the next item on the list. Edo State politics, 29 candidates for APC. Well, I wish they would knock themselves up. So they should slug it out. That area is a dead zone anyway. They're talking about rotational governorship. Rotational, nobody ever honored the rotational method of governance. It never worked in the presidency. It never worked on the governor level. It does not even work anywhere. So I don't even know why people keep wasting their time. And then the good thing about Peter Obi, I don't care whether it's the Southeast turn or not. He is the best person for the job. And it just happens to come from the Southeast. So that's a double plus. It's the Southeast turn, and Peter Obi is the best person. If he wasn't the best person, I would not even support him. So it has not, I don't believe in rotational jazz. I don't do that. May the best person win. That has always been my policy. It's the same thing they do here in the United States. Nobody asks you if you're from Ohio or New York or you were born. Nobody cares. Can you do the job? That's the most important thing. So let Edo State keep fooling themselves. Right now it's between APC and PDP. PDP is fooling themselves on one side. APC is fooling themselves. So, and that state can never move forward. Look at all the sweet talking he did and all the points he wanted to do. He's going to do ranch. He's going to do education. He's talking about, he made a statement. He said, when a failure gives birth to a child, you should expect a failure. So APC as a failure, which of the children of APC all over Nigeria has given birth to success? So what is he talking about? By the fact that he's even running under the APC platform, you should understand that he's a failure dead on arrival, a failure on arrival. So he should go and sit down. I'm not hopeful about the Edo State. I'm not even going to follow the elections there. It's not going to be worth my time. So going back to my next page, Arise TV. Oh gosh, they're trying to fight terrorism. You know what? I finally figured it out. When you have a level of poverty like this in Nigeria, this is what you get. And I've tried to find out, why is kidnapping and all these things so rampant? People that have been kidnapped for years, do we know where they are today? Have you asked yourself what happened to those people? And I will tell you why it is important to investigate. And that is why I am so very, very particular that people do investigation before they believe anything out there. Do you realize that most of those people that are kidnapped, their organs are harvested for sale? And that's why you never find them. And even when they ask for ransom, they will take the ransom and you will not see the people. They sell their organs in black markets. So this is what people have been doing, those kidnappers. It's a traffic scam. I mean, it's just a satanic business on another level. So when you don't get your loved ones, even when they give you the body, they wrap it in. Try to find out exactly that if that body is complete. They have removed everything from that body, and it's across the border for sale, for transplant, by the hands of these butchers. Believe it or not. So can this ever be fixed? Let the police do whatever they want to do. They're busy harassing innocent citizens. A family matter is what these buffoons went to Abia State to knock down a whole TV station, where like Wole Soyinka, like the police. Is that not what Wole Soyinka did? Ambushed a radio station. Is that not what he did? Just total lawlessness. I don't even know what that is all about. So you see, let them keep working on whatever they want to do. I don't trust them because nobody has been brought to justice. The police is the most, I think, didn't you get the memo? They voted about 2 days ago. The Nigerian police is the worst in the world. They have a new ranking. The Nigerian police is the worst globally. And these people are talking about drones. Look how noisy the drones are. Even if you fly those kind of drones, wouldn't the terrorists hide? How are you going to be flying those kind of busy, noisy things all over the place, and you think people will not take cover or shoot it down? It even looks like a mosquito. I don't even know what that is. So, okay, coming to your articles. The kidnappers, they continue. Like I said, this is going to continue because it's an organ trafficking business on a side hustle. They will get your ransom money and they will harvest the organs of your loved ones. If you find them alive, you are very lucky. That is why most people never come back. And people have been even saying now, and yes, it's an anti-terrorist, there should be an anti-terrorist pact. When anybody is kidnapped, do not pay any ransom. Do not pay any ransom because you are emboldening these criminals. If anybody is kidnapped, just dig a grave and wish them goodbye because they're not coming back. And can you imagine that 100 bikers went to some outskirts of a village and collected three people on a bike, and the 3 people sat down and rode away with them. If you catch me, we go die there. I'm not leaving because I know my fate here is better than wherever I'm going. When you had the 9/11 and all those people that were trying to bring down the plane of the Pentagon, what are the people doing there? We die here. They tackled the terrorists and they all went down. When will we grow balls? One person carried 3 people on a car each to a unknown destination. You know what? Who does this thing? Who does this thing? Peter Obi? Yeah, he's the opposition we know. He's not telling us anything we don't know about Tinubu's government. My problem is how he can get to Aso Rock. And I'm keep praying and I'm keep supporting. Tinubu has moved everything to Lagos. Yes, CBN is moving. FAAN is moving. He's renovating Dodam Barracks so that he can have his residence there, so that Wike can sit down in FCT. If he burns down, that is his business. Tinubu is gradually using the Lagos model on Nigeria, and we all knew that. Lastly, the bomb shooting. 10 p.m. at night. Please don't go out at 10 p.m. at night. Avoid night outing. People are kidnapping people in the daytime, not to talk of nighttime. Nigeria is not a safe place. If by 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, broad daylight, you cannot do anything you want to do, please call it a day. I know people work late and all that stuff. Safety in numbers. Whatever you want to do, protect yourself. Congratulations to the Eagles. Unfortunately, I don't watch football. I'm not a football person, but more grease to their elbows, and God bless their hustle. At this time, it's not. In fact, they should have boycotted the whole thing just as a protest for Nigeria. But they have to eat, and I understand that. Finally, on your religious tithe and your fruit of the first fruit, when I finished my youth service call, my father told me to carry my first salary to go and give my grandmother. I didn't even give her. Not to talk of going to give it to a pastor, telling me it's mine. I don't do religion. I'm very happily agnostic because there are a lot of satanic things I've seen in Nigeria. You cannot catch my leg dead in any church, except I'm going to wedding or anything that doesn't concern me personally, because I asked a lot of questions. And in all religions I have practiced, I keep asking questions. The only thing they'll tell me is have faith, or it will be revealed to you at an important time. Sorry, that's not good enough. I don't do brainwashing, and I will never accept lame excuses. My people, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mother Luke. Thanks for your submission. So that means, Mother Luke, you will not give your first fruits to Pastor in January.
Never. I said, did you hear what I said? I said I didn't even give my grandmother. My youth service, my first money of my youth service, 200 naira. My father told me to go and give my grandmother in the village. I said, Daddy, she go wait tire, not to talk of a pastor.
Thank you so much, man. God bless you. All right. I appreciate every one of you right there. Let's continue on. Let's hear from Oga Consign. Thanks for joining us today, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good day, my brother. Good day.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I want to also thank all the whole panelists. This give us a mandate. I think even when I didn't start watching this, anytime I put that program, I used to see his name. He used to holla bad, holla so much. So I like him, you know. I don't know him. I don't know whether CM is there. I used to see also CM, Olumide and others. But what I want to say today, you know, Nigeria is a problem. First of all, I want to ask the Edo people, whatever you guys are doing, never allow APC to take there. Even if PDP is not working hard, leave them. If you people allow APC to enter there, know that you are going to see Shege, big Shege. Imo State did not allow them to come in, but they used Supreme Court, and today that place is on fire. Ebonyi State, the same thing. Now they want also to go to River State and take over River State. So if the people allow them, is the problem of Edo people. But I'm begging and praying that it will not happen. Those people are desperate. They are evil. They are wicked people. You see, this desperation, it causes many things. I think everybody there knows what is desperation. The way Tinubu come into the government, because he was desperate. When you are desperate, you can sign your death warrant. You can even use your wife or your mother, anything to sign death warrant. You see, that's why this desperation is very, very bad. Today, Imo State is suffering because of what Osodinjo signed with these Fulanis. We don't know what he signed with them. Tinubu signed with the Fulanis. That's why we are suffering with the caliphate or what. That's why we are suffering today. For the terrorism thing, he cannot do anything. People died in Plateau. He couldn't go. He couldn't say anything. He can't go. He will not go because he will not like to offend the Fulanis. He will not. And even the wife, that one is also a terrorist herself. That woman. Because when she was in the house, there was a time this terrorism was so much. And the other man from Kogi State, what's that his name? He was a senator. The man rose up to condemn what is happening in the whole country, in the north at that time. That woman asked him, no, don't talk, stop talking. You know you're APC member. You must not be talking those things. Don't you know why you shouting? Why are you talking about these terrorists? Why are you talking about them? Don't you know you're APC member? What's that man's name again? I forget his name. Smart Adeyemi. Yeah, Smart Adeyemi. He said, Smart, don't talk, you're APC member. How can a woman? Because you want your husband to be president. You want to answer first lady. That's why you cannot condemn what is happening. Instead, somebody is condemning it. You're asking the person to shut up. That is wickedness. That woman there, honestly speaking, it pains me so much. From even time I see her and that's it, it pains me. Because people are being quiet. The time of Buhari, only what she can say is that man should not talk about it. So, and today she's there. And people are, the same thing is happening. That woman, when I see her there, honestly speaking, it pains me so much. It pains me. So for the terrorism issue, I said it before, the governor of this Plateau State said, these people know where these people are. Now they are showing us condemned drone. Is that a drone? That's nonsense. Go and confront the people. How can in a country of a whole Nigeria magnitude that people can come with bikes and nobody is seeing them? They kidnap people. Nobody is seeing them. Is it not ridiculous? People can come with bikes, how many of them, and they're not seeing them? How can in a country some people are having rifles, AK-47, and others don't have? Now the cow are more important than the Nigerians. And before they say it's Buhari is their people. Now it's Tinubu. What is going on? Well, that's what the people are supposed to. I don't know why the people are. Well, it's unfortunate that people cannot rise up and take over I don't know. It's unfortunate. You talk about the pastor who is sharing who is asking people to. Well, that one I don't know. I tell people, for me, you don't need somebody to tell you about church or what. Read your Bible. When you read your Bible yourself, you understand the Bible. You will understand. And one thing about the Bible is this: when you read the Bible yourself, you'll be spiritually strong. That's one thing about, and nobody will deceive you. No human being on earth can deceive you about the Bible. This tithe or no tithe, if you like, give tithe. If you don't like, don't give. For me, I believe in giving people. If those that need help, I give them help. than going to give the pastor money. If I go to church, I want to give offering, I give offering, but not to go and give, this. No, that one. If you don't know the Bible, that's when you can do that. Because before God blesses you, you see your spirit, you see your heart, you see everything. That's when God blesses you. God doesn't bless people anyhow. Even today, Nigeria become a country that only government patronage can make you to become a billionaire. It's not your hard work. It's not the this thing you have, what you invent and so. It's only your this thing. That's only why you become a billionaire. For Wike, it's ranting and so on and so forth. That one doesn't make sense, because he will see what Tinubu saw, and he will keep quiet. He will not do anything. Also, none of them are gonna do anything there. And it's also unfortunate. Yesterday, I could have joined people back, because when this man, I don't know where that man is coming from. How can somebody be asking people to give the evidence of what is happening? As if he's the director of this of Nigeria, or is the I don't know, the father of Nigeria. Give me evidence. This issue of the Fulani herdsmen or the repentant bandits, it's not today that start running them to the army. It's not today. It started long time. Even the time CM was talking about the CM was talking about Aerofy going to say they went to this thing to give the bandits money not to come and they kill them in Nigeria. I think that interview, I watched that interview. It was Channel's interview. I think it's on the other 7th or 9th of February 2017. That was when that interview was conducted. I saw it. I have that interview even. So somebody can come and start telling people, deceiving people, drawing attention of others to nonsense things. That is too bad. You don't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, more than 10 people are telling you this is what is happening, and you're having a different view and the evil view. That's distracting people from the reading that they are talking. That's very bad. My brothers and sisters, the country is good that this man came yesterday. I really appreciate what that man did, and that man, honestly, I respect him because he's a honest man. He's not someone that deceives. Yesterday, I knew that man. What did that man go to? If he's someone that deceives, he can continue to tell us, continue to do what you see. He said it plainly. So for now, we have to be talking about how we can save Nigeria, but also talking about how, if that one cannot help, let us divide the country. Like I said earlier the other day, any people, even if it's 1 million people or 2 million people or 3 million people, as long as you have somebody ruling you people in a good way, my brother, that country will survive. That country will progress. I've seen many countries, 3 million, 2 million, 10 million, but they're moving forward than in this bogus nonsense we have in Nigeria, where would only the poor are the ones. No, the poor have no subsidy, but the rich have subsidy. How can the rich have subsidy in a country of this nature, while the poor are suffering, continue to suffer? Whatever the poor have, they take it from the poor and give to the rich. A country where nobody goes, only if you have 1 million now, you have insecurity. I don't want to live in a country that I have to go with security. It's better for me to live in a place that they have no name than to live in a country that I can go with security. I don't have my own privacy. And if I'm in my place, the securities are there. That's why sometimes I look at Nigerians as people who are illiterate. You are happy that you are going with security. What does that? Does that make somebody a human being? Or what does it give you? Makes you prestigious or what? No. You go in a country where you can go freely. Doesn't mean that you have to go with security and you're happy. In Nigeria today, everybody wants to have security. A country that the security is... Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. You continue from where you stop when we come back to you. God bless you. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, let's go to Madam Busy Brains. Madam Busy Brains, good evening to you, ma. Thanks for joining us today. Please, I'd like you to talk to us.
Oh, guys, good evening. Good evening, everybody on the panel and those in the comment section and those listening and passive viewers. I greet you all. Nigeria is, I don't know. You see, I really want to appreciate a panel, a channel like yours, Uncle Elvis, because in Nigeria seems to be getting more deplorable by the day. Issues that every day you log on, there is vast boast everywhere, new concerns going. You think they can never go low, it goes lower. And we converged. I came to know this channel as a result of the election, and we strengthened each other, we supported each other. It managed my own mental health. And after the election and everything, it seems people have moved on. But no, on this matter, we stand. And that is why I want to really rate this channel very high and encourage you and also encourage our listeners to continue to support this channel, because we come here, we look, we make we analyze and discuss what the trends are in Nigeria. We come out here to come and assess what is going on, analyze it, and identify what the trends are, you know, and share information and learn. What happened yesterday was a bit, the argument, why it was quite eye-opening and very interesting and stimulating. It also needed for us to say, man, we need to wake up. We need to wake up. You see, these people have used propaganda. We are where we are today because they've always used propaganda. They will do something in front of us. They will do something in our eyes, and then they will tell us not to believe our eyes. We will hear something with our ears, and then they will tell us not to believe what we heard with our ears. And we, as a nation, we agree with whatever narrative or propaganda that they have given to us. This is the time to sit down, watch the events, what they are saying loudly and what they are not saying loudly, and make up your own, analyze and make up your own conclusion. It could be the right conclusion, it could be the wrong conclusion. However, if your government, if the Nigerian government is being truthful to Nigerians, yeah, Nigerians will know. Whatever they put out there, we will analyze and come to the right conclusion. If they are lying to us, they are not giving us clear information, and we are refusing to go with that narrative that they are giving us because it does not make sense. What they do not make sense, it means it does not make sense. There is a problem. If something does not make sense to you, there is a comma, then you should follow that comma till you get an answer. Comma is, or a question mark is a pause for you to think. What are these people doing? What are they saying? Why are they showing me this? Why are they saying me this? What are they not saying? We do not know the inner circle. We are not there. If people do not whistle blow, we will not hear. And then for somebody to come and say we need proof for everything, then wait. Did you see Jesus? Have you ever met Jesus or Muhammad? Or how all the who have you met? But you've identified a faith that aligns with you, that speaks to you, that meets you, that is an emotional crutch for you and answers you, and you've subjected yourself under that faith, because we are human beings, we are spiritual beings. We align ourselves to where we feel that our destiny will work out better. Excuse me. So the mere fact that the evidence is even there, that they did not say Boko Haram have been recruited from they've been Boko Haram repentance have graduated and been recruited into the army. They did not say recruited into the army, but they said the army is telling us that they have graduated about how many 500 and something Boko Haramists. Graduated them from where? That is the question you should be asking. Where do you go to the military? What do they do? Do they graduate terrorists? Is it that they graduate people who have gone through their training? So what training did they give them? Do military do home economics? Do the military do farming? So what training did they give them? What kind of training? I will leave that for people to make up to come to their own conclusion. And then look at what is happening. Look at what is happening in Nigeria right now. The insecurity that they will come and tell us on TV and make a show of a drone and say that security has come back. They are sitting on a very long thing. Let me tell you, what I've come to realize is that the government whom you put your trust in creates problems, and then they now come and tell you that they are going to bring solutions to those problems. And when they bring solution, whatever solution that the government brings, believe you me, it is not solution in your own best interest. It is solution for their own best interest. And it is solution that is going to further take away your liberties from you. What makes you think those drones will be used on this terrorist? The drones are put in position for you people in case, in the event where you want to stand up and say, our mumu don't do. They will now use those drones against you. Is it only now that they can think of it when Abuja is being infested with one horrendous security issue or the other? It's been happening for years in Plateau State, in Benue State, in Taraba, in Borno State, and other parts of the country. It's been happening for years. Why did they not bring drones there? Why are there no drones in those areas? They have police people manned in those areas. Those drones will work very well, which will help them. It will go a long way in helping them. How come they are not taking those drones to all these kind of places where our borders and there is security risk to the land and the people? They are coming to Abuja, the capital of a nation, where the security apparatus is verbose. I mean, if there is a squeeze, the security apparatus is on standby. It is what they are coming to tell us, that they will come and steal a whole family and they will go. They will come and buy people and they will go scot-free. I've not heard that they have apprehended one person. Nigeria, wake up. Nigerians, wake up. Wake up and don't be taken to hell in a handbasket. Because this is what these people are doing. They are not there for you. They are there to advance their causes. Shetima has gone to Davos. What is Davos? What is the World Economic Forum? Please, don't just come here and be listening to people. Please go and do your research on what that World Economic Forum is. Go there and do your research and listen to what happens in Davos. And guess what? Shetima has gone to Davos and so-called with the entourage. Do you know the real meeting in the Davos? He does not even have access to enter. So, what is he doing in the Davos? When the inner caucus, he's not part of the inner caucus, where they are going to decide and decipher our faith. They are trying to tell us that there is a new order. And then we are sitting down there, and in fact, anybody, if Elumelu is looking at, monitor that man. He is a poster child for the World Economic Forum. What are they trying to do to your country? Wake up. Please go and do your research. I am begging everybody. We need to do our own research. And you might not get the clear answer, but your spirit of discernment will be able to lead you to the right conclusion. And then you ask for the right thing to do and start making right decisions for your immediate family first, and then spill into the wider community where you live in. And eventually, we are going to walk a way out of this mess that we have found ourselves. We cannot afford to give up. Giving up means we are fine. You think it will end there? Just because it is not your family that was kidnapped, you don't know the person that was kidnapped, does not mean that as you are sitting through it tomorrow, it will be your day. Don't sit in your comfort zone and say it does not affect me. Be thinking. Thank you, Oga Elvis. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Busy President, God bless you. Thank you for your submission. In fact, I added a few minutes to it, hoping that, okay, because I never wanted to stop you. That submission was a strong one. Thank you. God bless you. Let me take some calls, guys, quickly, because I already have somebody on the phone. Thank you, Mr. F.A. Thanks for your time and thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Thank you very much.
Good evening. I greet everybody this panel today. Yeah, Nigeria Watch. I just called because of Madam Luke. I disagree with Madam Luke because Nigeria Watch platform is just like when people want to watch football because people are listening. Nigeria Watch have many followers. Please, Madam, please. I disagree with for aspect of when you say that when they kidnap them, they should just forget about them. Madam, please, I don't say that. What I'm expecting you to say is that Nigeria military have to wipe all those criminals out of Nigeria. In those days, even till now, Liberia people always say, they are saying it, I have Liberia friends. They say in those days when they have problems in their country, Nigeria military soldiers help them. So why they can't help us now to fight this criminal? They are killing innocent people. They are buying innocent people. Why they can't help their country now to wipe all those stupid barbarians out of Nigeria? So, Madam, please, I disagree because I've been listening to you when you are. I know not only me.
So, but what did she say? Sorry, what did she say?
He said that anytime they kidnap them, they should not forget about them. Deep grade. No, I disagree because our people used to make parable that if death never kill person near you, never catch person near you, you not go know say they buy. You understand me, so sir?
Okay.
So I disagree that one. You understand
Thank
me,
you.
Madam? Please, I beg you in the name of God. This problem is our military. It's not the innocent people they are kidnapping.
All right.
Those innocent people, they are just a normal citizen.
Thank you.
Understand? Because of our leaders, they fail us. That is why all those they mess up in Nigeria. Please, man.
Thank you.
I beg you in the name of Christ.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. F.A. Thank you. God bless you.
Well done, sir.
All right. I would like us to move on. Before I pick another call, let me quickly call on the next person. Mr. Lumide, it is your turn, or if you are available, please talk to us. And good evening to you.
Hello, Elvis.
Yes,
good
sir.
day to you, and good day to the panelists too. Nice to be on your platform again. I want to zero in on two things today. Right now, I want to zero in. For me, you said the good news was that, and you mentioned good news of the Super Eagles beating Ivory Coast 1-0. For me, I would say personally, for me, the good news is the fact that when I went on to Sahara Reporters to read their news today, I love the particular headline that I don't know if you've seen it. That's in Bokos village, in Bokos local government, that the bandits went to, or terrorists, they went to attack a village, Butura village, in Bokos local government in Plateau State, and they repelled the people, organized themselves, and they repelled the bandits. They repelled the terrorists, and they even killed two of them. So for me, that is a very, very good news. I mean, that is they've taken the cue from the fact that, I mean, they've taken the advice of people, well-meaning people, that they should defend themselves. And you know, the funny thing that happened was the reaction of the police when they went to question the police, the press. They said they were the ones who repelled them. You know the way the police behave. They were the ones who repel them, and they will give more information when it becomes available. And the police don't have anything to show that they were the ones who repelled them. No evidence. You see the way the people, the government is. Well, if Tinubu means well, I mean, to really, if he means well as the president of the country, this is the best time for him to be thinking about rewriting the constitution, sitting down with the indigenous people. I mean, they've suffered enough. People have suffered enough. You know, the killings have gone on far too long. You know, we can't have people who come from outside the country without proper documentation, and they're wanting to lord themselves over the rest of us, claiming that the land has been given to them by their forefathers. I mean, this is just in the 21st century, when colonialism is not even a fashion anymore, and there's some people are still wanting to conquer other people. That is barbarism at its height. And I'm particularly happy that the Putura village people were able to stand up for themselves and repel. And again, the other explosion that happened in Ibadan. This is my own theory. I don't know. I other people can disapprove of what I say or not agree with me. This is my own theory. See, these people think ahead of us. First, the government said, "Oh, it was a gas explosion." When they saw the magnitude of the explosion, now they're saying, "Oh, it's a dynamite explosion." Have they called in bomb experts from the police force to investigate? The area where the explosion happened were not even cordoned off, and everybody is going there to you know, and that site, I'm sure, will be full of so many evidence. The residue of all the explosion will show through analysis what really happened. But unfortunately, it wasn't cordoned off from what I saw. They were even sending tractors in there to clear the whole place. This is nothing but the height of incompetence by people in government. And instead of the police giving us a press conference as to the day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, hour by hour of investigation and unfoldings, it is the governor that is coming out to tell us that they got reports that it was dynamite. I mean, you can tell that they were just making up stories. This is how much they care for the people in a very, very, very negative way. I mean, I'm so sad that we have gotten to this stage of our lives that the people is never put first. And like I said, this is my own theory. That this now they agree that they were postulating that there were people from Mali who came to mining sites when there was no mining. There's no mining activity anywhere around Ibadan. People from Mali, and we know what particular ethnic group that group is from when they say people from Mali. So this is my own theory. My own theory is that this is a retaliation, probably for the fact that the Igboho was released. Because this particular ethnic group was bent on making sure that Igboho was captured and brought back to Nigeria, killed or possibly put behind bars, the way they did in Amdekanu. This is retaliation for Igboho leaving Benin and going back to Germany. Because Ibadan wasn't targeted for no reason. Exactly what they did to Akeredolu when Akeredolu started the Amotekun. Who knows what their next target will be? I'm sorry for President Tinubu or their president over there who thinks that he has well-meaning people all around him, especially people from that part of the country where they need to be taught a lesson that you cannot come from outside this country. You are the president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces, and you allow a particular ethnic group to rub shod over you. This is nothing but crazy. This is nothing but, and then when we talk, they say you are being tribalistic. You are being this. They have used religion extremism and ethnic sentiments to perpetuate this wickedness. And now the people in the Middle Belt are the ones suffering right now. Plateau, Benue, everyday killings. Now in the Federal Capital Territory, they are kidnapping every day. There's even no security in the Capital Territory of Nigeria. They can't secure the Capital Territory of Nigeria. This is just nothing but a joke. It's a big joke. They think they have a country. My own advice to you, President Tinubu, is that you call, if you're really serious about solving all this problem, call a conference of all the ethnic nationalities today and rewrite the constitution. You don't have a constitution on your hands. You understand? And it will be terrible for you to do these 4 years without doing that, or rig the next 4 years, do 8 years, and then hand over back to some foreign people who think they are the Lord and Master of this country. The people should rise up. They should never allow this. They should never allow this. Because this is just crazy. There's no future for unborn children. They are dying in the midst of plenty. Imagine the resources that surrounds that country. Imagine untapped resources. There's gold, there's diamond, there's tin. There's enough to go around, but a few people are sharing the money, sharing the loot. This is just it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is just I don't know. I people of the Southwest, I laugh and I'm amazed at the ease at which this explosion happened, and life goes on as normal. Indeed, you guys, the whole country has been captured. You guys have been captured. And I just pray and I hope that the elites, especially the Yoruba elites, our Obas, our political elites, will see reason that there's no hope for this current status quo. There's no hope. There's no future for all of this. We begged and begged before the last election that we do not allow this election to hold. It was an opportunity to fix the country, to say, you know what, we are not going to hold any election. We need to sit down on a round table and talk about the way that we should live and relate with one another. There's nothing wrong with that. Sitting down like brothers, laugh over the table. Okay, this is how we should relate with one another. This is how we should be treated, so that it will be fair. The people who own the resources will be treated fairly, whether it's Niger Delta, South. Well, it's crazy. Why do you give a contract to one man, a 4 billion naira oil security contract to guide the pipeline to one man, while the other children are suffering? They can't fish. They can't fish. All their rivers are polluted. Fishing is their main source of livelihood. They can't go to the farm. Look at just now, they found tin, and instead of sitting down, is that the way they behave in civilized world? That when they discover natural resources, they start killing people instead of finding ways to see how these resources will benefit the people, even if you want to move them. I don't get it. I just don't understand. Well, life has become so cheap. in that contraption, shithole called Nigeria. I rest my case.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Olumide. Thank you very much. The word shithole Nigeria, I don't like it. You know, I've tell you before, you can't use it here. You can use it in your house, but not on this platform. Please let this one be the last time you call Nigeria a shithole on my platform. Thank you very much. You know, I'd like to go to Engineer Francis. Engineer Francis, thank you very much, sir, for your patience with us. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. As a matter of fact, I have an appeal to make to Senator Abdulaziz Musa Yaradua. And this appeal I'm making to you in particular for one reason. I didn't get the opportunity or the privilege to meet him. I'm talking about your brother, the former president. But hearing from those who have met him, he's a man of integrity. And I believe that the fruits of a tree don't fall far from the tree. So, which means you yourself should be something similar to him with regard to integrity. Sir, there's one portrait of you with your two sons and your daughter that I saw. And I looked at that beautiful smile on your daughter's face, and you can see a daughter that is very proud. And it's like, hey, I'm under my father's protection. You can't touch me. You can sense, even feel how comfortable she feels. Sir, and I'm also happy that you served in the Nigerian army. Now, I said this to bring to you one girl. She might be maybe 20 years older than your daughter or somewhere thereabouts. But she, right now, the most important thing I will even say for you to help us is we need proof of life with regard to that girl. Her name is Ruth Ogunleye. She told us what she suffered in the hands of Colonel Abdul Karim, Colonel G.S. Ogo, and Brigadier General I.B. Salebo. I think they are somehow affiliated with the Ojo Cantonment in Lagos. Now, she is the one that was wronged. How can she be the one that will be court-martialed and taken from Lagos? All of a sudden, they said to Abuja, we don't even know where they are. Sir, before this weekend, please release to us a proof of life that she is still alive. And I'll tell you why. In fact, let me tell you the story of one man, a very decent army of the US. In fact, if you talk of military or army royalty, he is a very good example of it. Because all his generations, from the founding of America, there's no generation that didn't have an army officer in their family. His wife, the same. His wife's great-grandfather fought in the US Civil War. His wife's father retired as a 4-star general. This man was even being paraded somehow as a future presidential candidate. In 2007, he was the commanding general of the multinational force in Iraq, in the US-Iraq War. A year later, he was named the commander of the U.S. Central Command, the CENTCOM, by the then Secretary of Defense, William Gates. As a matter of fact, in 2011, guess what? Barack Obama made him the CIA director. He became the director of the CIA. But something happened. He was writing his biography. And the lady that was helping him write the biography that was writing it was Paula Broadwell. I'm talking that general, that four-star decorated four-star general that later became the CIA director. His name is David Petraeus. The lady helping him or writing his biography, Paula Broadwell, something happened. They started having an affair. And when it came out, it was very bad. Bad to the extent that he couldn't hold the shame. So he contacted President Obama and offered his resignation. Let me give you an excerpt of the speech he made. He said that he made a very extremely poor decision based on extremely poor judgment, that his behavior is not acceptable, not as a husband, not as a father, and not as a leader. He apologized to President Obama and to the American people. He bowed out. So, sir, we have seen this. We have been through it. It can happen. But when somebody that has made that poor judgment is still trying to clean the act, that is when dangerous things happen. And that is why we need proof of life of this girl, because she is still being punished for speaking out. Why are they court-martialing her instead of the colonels, Abdul Karim, the colonel, Ogo, and the Brigadier General Salobo? Why are they still punishing her? You see, the youths of this country, we know what's happening. But enough gets enough at a certain point. And I am appealing to you, Senator Abdulaziz Musa Yaradua, based on the fact that you and President Yaradua come from the same womb. I know that that integrity there will be some in you. And based on the way I see from your family portrait how good you are as a father, take that girl as your daughter too. That Ruth as your daughter too. Push whatever button you have to push. Press whatever button you have to press. But please, by this weekend, show us proof of life, because I'm beginning to doubt if she's even still alive. And if she's dead, believe me, you will feel it too, because I made this appeal to you. Do not say there's not enough time to save that girl. She didn't do anything. All she did is hold her integrity. She refused the advance of somebody, no matter whether you are her commanding officer or whatever. And please don't even rely on anything that might come from her family too, because they may have put pressure on them. The only thing I can get from her family is when she said that even when she talked to her dad told her that the colonel told something like, obey the last command. And I bet you now they probably will be putting everything to cover their behinds. Sir, please, and Nigerian youths, please, Aisha, please don't retire yet. The SARS is beginning, it's not ended. Because if this girl is another SARS, please, sir, on behalf of the Nigerian Senate, that Senate committee on the army, you are the chairman. Please call a quorum of whatever your committee is and issue subpoenas immediately. Call that girl. Make sure you bring her out of the clutches of these people that are probably trying to terminate her. I don't know how the story may change tomorrow. Some people may have threatened her in the background, or maybe with holding her family hostage or something. Please, sir, whatever happens. Okay, Nigel, watch, please, one more second. Sir, whatever happens, please, first of all, do not sleep on this. Get and swing into action. Sir, please, please, I plead to you, and I also plead to the Nigerian youths. Everybody, keep your eyes on this girl. Don't let her perish or be eliminated or be swept under the carpet. Please, I don't know, I'm an Igbo man, and from the name she's the Yoruba, I don't know her, don't know her parents or anybody, but I see injustice. Martin Luther King said it, that injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. Please, guys, do not let this girl, in fact, Aisha, please, Aisha Yusufu, please come out again from that your retirement, because I'm not a than SARS has come. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, Mr. Engineer. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Okay, let me quickly go on to the next person to speak to us. I just want to get to everybody on time. I don't want to spend so much time here today like we did yesterday. But meanwhile, I would like to go on to Mr. Onero. Mr. Onero, thank you very much, sir, for your time with us today. It's good to have you here. Happy New Year to you. Please talk to us. You have 8 minutes.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Ivis and everybody in the panel. Just before I go ahead, a quick correction. I think I watched the Aisha video fully before you played it. You know, I don't think she said she's retiring from advocacy. No, she did not say that. She said she has put a full stop for people coming to her platform, to her phone, to whatever, to beg for help. That they should go and meet the government that is in charge, squandering money, using 3 billion to do verification of social register. I think just for clarification's sake, she didn't say she's.
I stand corrected then. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Since I started from there, let me react to what Aisha said. Before the elections, even during Buhari's time, I kind of limited the kind of people I give my support to. You know, because most of us that live overseas help a lot of people back home, shoulder many of their responsibilities. They don't care. And when it comes time for elections, they will turn around and vote for the same people that put them in the same poverty. You know, so during these last elections, it was quite obvious that after 8 years of Buhari's punishment of the people through APC as a party, evil APC as a party, I used to call them wicked before now. Now they are evil because they buy people during election. They beat people during election. Now they have gone into highly sophisticated kind of rigging. They start writing results in Imo State, in Kogi State, before election will take place. Some people will say go ahead and cast their vote. Even though they rig, but people still voted for them. In the West, they voted for the certificate forger, confirm. It's not alleged, confirm. The drug dealer, confirm. It's not alleged. I don't stand to be corrected. There are documentation to that effect. Documentary evidences to that effect. Because of tribalism in the West, in the Southwest, they voted for him. Some of the places in the North, majority part of the Northeast and the Northwest, they voted for him. Because of religion. Yes, they did. So, after the elections, and the policies that this evil APC government has put in place, I took a decision. My first priority must be my immediate family, not even really extended family. Extended family, it must be very, 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 very serious issue that will spend my finances on it. Aside my immediate family, if you come to me, or come on my phone, or my WhatsApp, or my Facebook, or anywhere, even if we are close before now, the first question I will ask you, did you vote APC? APC? If you voted APC, I block you. Straight up. I don't care how the situation is. I will never, ever in this life consciously give penny of my resources, penny, to anybody that voted APC in this last election. Never, ever, ever in my life. Never. It will not happen. Except I don't know. But I will find a way to know. I will never do it. Never. It will never happen. You must enjoy whatever you campaign for, whatever you carry your voice on to support. Before the elections, some of us posted, some of us were on this platform too. Those of you now, we don't suffer under Buhari for 8 years. Even our shoes, that's what I posted on my Facebook just a night before the election. If you people choose to continue your suffering and vote for this same APC, even though I know they rigged, but people voted for them. If they didn't vote for them, they don't have numbers to rig. People still cast their vote for them. You must enjoy the suffering you voted for. That's on the Aisha issue. Oh, Wike, as far as I'm concerned, Wike is a disgrace. He has nothing to offer. Himself, the APC, even the PDP. They got nothing to offer Nigeria. Zero. PDP has 16 years. APC have had 9 years going now. Together with 16 plus 9, that's going to give us 25 years. A quarter of a century have been wasted by these so-called leaders. Wike got nothing to offer Nigerians. That's on Wike. Or Peter will be talking about security failures. Of course, we know that. These people got nothing. When we were asking them during election period, okay, contact all the people. You that wants to become a leader. Peter Obi was all over the place. He was on radio, he was on TV, he was everywhere, he was coming in person, he was going abroad, he was going everywhere to speak to whoever want to listen. This is what we need to do. This is what I'm going to do on security, on economy, on infrastructure, on human development, on this, on that. Because of tribalism, wickedness. I'm not an able man, but I supported him and will continue to support Peter Obi, no matter what. I will continue to support him because he has proven beyond reasonable doubt to me. He's a human, he could make mistake once in a while, but he has shown us that he's a man of integrity, character, has capacity, has the will and the love and the compassion towards the people. Now, the kidnapping, 100 motorbikes, I laugh, 100 motorbikes. If kidnappers can buy 100 motorbikes, the money given to local governments, what are they buying? The money the states are collecting, the security vote each state is collecting, what are they buying? The money the federal government is looting, from humanitarian to interior ministry to all of them that are stealing money back and forth. What are they buying to secure the people? All they know how to do is steal, and steal. Kenneth Okonkwo said, what this present government has brought is consumption and corruption. Since they came into power, they consume our resources and they steal. It's not as if they are generating revenue to steal from. They borrow the money and steal and continue to steal. Now, same on insecurity and try to secure the nation. It's not rocket science. These people go to Dubai. Dubai is big. Dubai has some good landmass. America is very, very, very big in terms of landmass. But you can never wake up one day. They are not know where they born you. Who born you? How many guns, how many Yopogo you get? Or how many rocket launchers or whatever thing you get. Say you will just burst into a place. America has its own insecurity issues relating to mass shooting. That's understandable. Even at that, the security agencies will still come in, no matter what you are carrying. They will still come and confront you. They will still come and confront you. How in the world will some big group of people come in motorbikes? It's so shameful. They didn't come with helicopter. They didn't come with speed cars or speed boats or SUVs that would drive so fast. They come with motorbikes to go into a community and kidnap people. They come with small vehicles and kidnap people, and the government will be silent. The security agencies will say they are security agencies. They are a massive failure. All of them need to be sacked, including the so-called leader. I don't call him president. The so-called leader, APC leader of the nation, Nigeria. I don't call him my president. No, he's not. For me, it could be for other people. That's fine. You know, how do we secure the country? It's not rocket science. Those bombastic drones they are showing is just for intelligence gathering. That drones is not for any form of attack. What I saw that was played. They are noiseless drones that they could use for security. All the money they are stealing. The 5.5 billion for Yash, the 6 billion for parking lot for lawmakers, the 3 billion for library that they will not read. All those money, more than enough to buy in each local government at least 10 well-equipped vehicles that will tow the entire mass of any local government in Nigeria. At least 10 to 20 vehicles, well equipped with gadgets, communication gadgets. Put enough drones to fly on the place day and night, set up a central place to monitor the whole place. That is what Ifeanyi, even as much as I don't like the fact that he moved from his party to the evil APC party, that was why Soludo is against him. The man put those security cameras all over his senatorial district. Soludo feel that man wants to take his joy or wants to take the glory to himself. He now start attacking. It is not rocket science for God so loved the world. If there is dedication, if there is commitment, if there is the will and political will to safeguard the people will be safeguarded. And the people also have a responsibility to guide themselves, even if government will not support them. Like the story I heard that one local government in Plateau, they repair the people. They used to do that before now when it was religious fight. Now, finally, all the pastor that is trying to collect first fruit. Well, a lot of us are religious, but to me, many of the nowadays pastors are more involved in manipulating the people for economic gains. Our people must begin to relate with God themselves through Jesus Christ. Thank you all.
All right, Mr. Onero, God bless you, sir. It's good to have you here today. Thanks for your submission. Thank you, sir. Okay, let me move on to the next person. Mr. Mashola, thank you very much for joining us today. Good evening to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
After you, I'll come to Mr. Jonathan. Thank you.
I thank everybody on the panel. I thank Nigerians that still come here to listen to us. And I can see our talk and yelling at each other and doing everything is working gradually. Nigeria is in war. There's no need hiding our mouth again and say, don't say that word. We are in war. Real war. And the project director of this war, I will not say allege, is your vice president. Is the project director of this mayhem in the whole country. What has he going to do in Davos? He opened his big mouth while he was campaigning. I'll be in charge of security. Why the president is an economist, he's an accountant, he will be in charge of the economy. He's the project director, and they have a tax every day. Everyday tax, and it is obvious, I cannot see it well. There is a project plan which they are following. Yesterday I was here, I almost said, Mr. Elvis, it is every day we hear new thing. What are we going to hear tomorrow? And tomorrow night it is bandits with bike, 100 bike, moving from one place to another. Security. We don't have security again. It's obvious. It is obvious. After this program yesterday, I was so forced to go and search for the bomb blast in Ibadan. And the painful part is the governor can open his mouth and talk calmly when they have brought war to you. South, southeast. These bandits can't come with bike and move around and kidnap. That will be the strategy in the south. The bombing is the issue because we are developed, crowded. You don't have that land mass for them to drive in and drive out. Seeing that picture yesterday, there is nobody that will tell me that is one dynamite. That is no dynamite anywhere. That is no dynamite. You bomb a place, and I'm seeing a car in pieces, teared into pieces. what they are saying is from foreigners coming to come. You are just lying. You're just lying, Governor. If you are listening to what you are a liar, and you are wicked. For you to open your mouth and say that is mining. Mining where? Inside the house. If there's any mining around that place, it's far away from that place. Seeing the drone videos, you know that this is like a picture from Gaza. And you're telling us it is dynamite. People are saying dynamite my foot. There is no way you, even though I am mining something, and how on earth you are a miner, you now bring your mining equipment and you could put it in a reserve area where you are not mining here. It is not, it's a project to mine. Okay, you have brought your materials. Will you put it in a house where you are staying, or you take it to where you need it? And you're telling us it was kept somewhere. I think they kept it. The story is very annoying. If people come on air and talk rubbish and think Nigerians are fools. You are a governor, APC governor, Tinubu's boy. The script has been written already. The project director is the vice president, and the client is Tinubu. The client is Tinubu. This is their whatever they have signed. And Nigerians, it is painful. I said it here yesterday. It is in Ibadan. Ibadan to Lagos is not far. Ibadan to Lagos is not far. They can't use my machine in Lagos to do all this rubbish they are doing in Abuja. They can't use it anywhere in the south. And we are all looking at them. And then we are complaining about kidnapping, and people are bringing money. And then the best thing is the chief security chief is talking rubbish. You are not doing your work, and then people are trying to solve their problem. They are saying they should not give them money. Who are you? They are giving you a job to do. You can't do it. Get out of the place. Old men that don't have sense. You can come and talk rubbish. People are dying. You don't have a feeling for it because all of you have taken all the security officers around the country. They are with you. Growing up as a small boy, a military man does not go with a civilian. A military man has his own ugly as a military man, not a civilian having an ugly as an army. The country is gone. And I keep saying it is gone. It is gone. They are gambling with us now. Somebody is pricing it. And Nigerians are sitting down in their house, keeping quiet because it's not me. It's not my they kidnap somebody, you not start calling your family because it's not concerning you. It doesn't touch you. Somebody in Ibadan, those people are just homeless now for nothing. Just for nothing. It's so painful the way we take things in the country. And then we ask, let us ask the question. When Jonathan was there, we saw the vice president, we saw the president. When Buhari was there, we saw the president, we saw the vice president. Where is our vice president? What is he doing? I have never seen him on TV, channel showing him saying something sensible. It's only when they're spending money to waste money. That's when we hear that he's gone somewhere. Left for me, Senate, you are just there doing jamboree Senate. People are just doing nothing because it's not affecting you. Like we always say, the day jungle will mature, I don't know the kind of anger Nigerians will have against you people because you have the time now to fix things. You're not doing it. You are just going there, enjoying yourself. The president, you do not even have control of the country again. In your mind, you are a president. You are talking. You have people around you talking to you. You are enjoying the luxury of a president. But you are not a president because you are just a figurehead. And I wish you are hearing us today. You are just a figurehead. Elders in the country, we call them elders. I do not know what you are doing. Your generation is killing us. Your generation has murdered us up to this point that it is so bad that I can't stand to imagine how people live again in the country. And we are happy. Yesterday, it was kidnapping. Today, the same kidnapping in a different location. We don't know where it's tomorrow. Please, if they won't do kidnappers, if they won't even do the work, you can know you can go against your project director and start kidnapping the rich men. Leave the poor. Let the poor breathe. Well, we did not know that it is kill the poor now. What the president said is not just change it. It's not let the poor breathe. Suffocate the poor is what they're doing right now because they don't care about us. The police now, we are complaining about security. You bring out drone that you have used to do demonstration many years ago. You bring it out from your store and come and show us. You bring a helicopter from somewhere. Why are we so wicked? Nigerian police, why are you so wicked? Because to me, look at that young man in the TV station discussing about Nigeria. And then you go and you just go there now and fool yourself to arrest him. For what? Today, people think, and then yesterday we saw people that can't even speak English. And now Nigerian police, you say Corrvption, one thing Corrvption. What is Corrvption? You give them uniform, you say they're not police. You give people somebody uniform that looks like a police. How many Nigerians know the ranks? What the ranks of Nigerian police look like? The man is wearing black. He looks like police uniform. He's using the police. And he says on the road. And then they are kidnappers. What will you say? You put roadblocks everywhere. You can't even identify which one is the real original roadblock. And then you say security. Nigerian police, you have all failed. Nigerian army, you have all failed because you have of no use. At this point, don't be surprised if Nigerians take everything the way they see it and start misbehaving because you are pushing them. President Tinubu, the fake president, just remember, you are pushing Nigerians. It gets to a point you push them and push them. They can't eat. They are managing to survive. You are not pushing them. You will push them to the point that you can't control it when it starts because already we are in war. And Nigerians, if you decide to sit down till when they come and gather themselves and come and kidnap you, good for you. The only one you have, you cannot do, come out and protest against this government. That's all you need to do. Come out and protest. They will not attack you for protesting. You protest, they will kill you. You don't protest, they will kill you. So what is the problem, Nigerians? We are tired of talking and begging for you to come out. I am saying it today. Today is 18th. Nigerians, be outside and protest. Aisha is getting tired. Come back and protest. Thank you, Nigeria Watch.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mashola. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Guys, I bet me gonna press on the like button, and I remember to ask since, although some people always do this by themselves, but some wait for us to ask. But now I'm asking, press on the like button, my people. Currently, we have 149, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check again. Okay, 196. We have 196. Please press on it. We'll be rounding up soon. Okay, Mr. Jonathan, sir, please unmute yourself. Good evening to you. Please talk to us 8 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I hope can you hear me?
Yes, you are very good.
Okay, sorry, I've been having some issues with my mic all day. But anyways, I want to thank you very much and thanks to all the panelists, all the submissions, those that are listening. I welcome everyone. I just want to say this. Yesterday, I was unable to get back on the broadcast. But actually, at the end of it all, in fact, I felt that it was even better for me because I enjoyed it, especially the last 1 hour of the broadcast yesterday. I enjoyed it so much that, and I give kudos to the panelists that were all around yesterday, to each and every one of you guys, except one. I give kudos to you all. You handle it very, very well. I mean, nothing, I couldn't say anything more. Couldn't have said anything more. I mean, you are brilliant to take that situation on yesterday. And again, I thank every one of you. Nigeria is a place where we all know what is going on. When someone is saying that they want evidence, when you present proof, proof to someone and he's still saying he wants evidence. That says it all. And that is exactly, in fact, it is exactly the Nigerian politics. That's how they do it. What happened in your state is still the same thing. Give us evidence that it is not bomb. Because why? They think that what they want, Nigerian politicians, what they want dumb citizens. Citizens that are dumb, citizens that can't think, citizens, they want morons as citizens. So that when they come out, they want to say it, just put it there on your face, and they want you to shovel it. They want to shovel it down your throat. Just take it the way they say it. Don't question it. Don't say anything about it at all. And if you dare, even if you are bold enough, they'll say, what is your evidence? Give us the evidence. Even in the face of everything on the floor, you are all seeing it black and white. They will say, what is the evidence? Because they want citizens that cannot think. Citizens that are morons. And rightly so, to a very large extent. There are so many dumb people in Nigeria, morons, that can't think. I'm sorry to say, so many. If not, what will you call the drama that the police put up today? What will you call that? Because they believe. You know, when you lie to some extent, you will begin to believe in your own lie. They believe to a very large extent that they are coming out to come and face people that cannot think. Because for crying out loud, if you believe that the person I'm coming out to talk to, the person I'm coming out to present this stuff to, he has brains, so he's going to think it through. So he's not going to fly. So you will think twice before you come out. So they actually believe that they are coming out to talk to morons. They believe it. They have believed it so much. If not, or your state governor will not come out and be talking this rubbish in light of the incident that happened in Oyo State about 48 hours ago. He won't do that. He will sit down. He will come out with nothing. No. There are no experts. So you think people are stupid? No expert. You are just talking that it is first it is gas. Then now it is what do you call it? It is a explosion that has with mine, illegal miners. Activities of illegal dynamite. Thank you, my brother. So what are you? You think people are stupid? That is exactly what you took people for. You took every Nigerians that they are morons, because no matter what, even if all of us here that have children, as a father, as a mother, there are things you cannot tell your 7-year-old. 7-year-old, there are things that you cannot tell. He or she will question you. You will think, how come now a government taking the whole nation, millions of people, taking them for a ride? That's what we see in Nigeria. And it makes someone like me sick. The police coming out to be showing drones. They don't have those drones to face the people, to defend the people of Plateau and those in Benue. We have refugee camps all over the country. Why? Is it not that they drove them away from their places, the place where they call homes? And you say you have police. Wike came out now, running his mouth, thinking that he's talking to, again, in his head, he's thinking that the people he's coming out to talk to cannot think. So let me just come out and say this. That's what they do. It's just so sickening of that country. A country where somebody called Issa Pansani, the former communication minister, came up with a policy of Nigeria identification number. that policy that has no integrity, that program that has no integrity of any kind, and they shovel it down the throat of Nigerians. And that is what Nigeria is running with now. They think they have identity. You have nothing. People from the Sahel all over the place, they fool Nigeria. They are not Nigerian citizens. And the other interior minister also came out the other day saying that he's now introducing a new Nigerian passport, a new way to obtain Nigerian passport. And they are still going to use this same NIN that Pansani superintended over. Can you see where we are in Nigeria? They think people are stupid. They just think that they are talking to morons. That is just everything that is on their head. They don't even blink. Because if you think it through, if you sat down and you just think it through, in fact, 99% of what is coming out from politicians will not see it. Again, you see the man who wants to be a Edo State governor came out today on national TV. Look at how he was talking too. He never even thought it through for a second because he believed that he's coming to talk to morons and they will take it. That's what he was saying. Everything he said, no sense at all. Just all you need to do is just to listen because they know that they believe that Nigerians are so hungry. There are so many hungry people that they can't even think. Whatever you tell them, they will just take it. If they know this, let them be hearing this. That there are Nigerians that are not stupid. Before you come out, think, because I believe if these people think, almost everything they are doing, they will not even dare to do it. It is simply because they don't think. Some of them will drink till midnight. They will go to bed. He has a press conference tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. He didn't read anything. He didn't go through any document. It is maybe 30 minutes before the press conference. He will now come out and be spewing out rubbish. You will be the president of a country. What have you read? How many documents is in front of you? Because you are the president of a country and you are actually reading that like a president that will read till 2 a.m., 1 a.m. And your day start as early as 7 because that is how it is. There's no way you can be a president of a country that will be functioning, that your day will not start at 7 a.m. in the morning. I can't envision it. It is impossible. If we have a president that is reading, there is no way he will come out and say things are getting better. There is no way he will have come out and say that things are getting better in Nigeria. It shows he believes that he's talking to fools and morons, people that have no brains. If you are actually reading, forget about even what is happening. Reading alone, because you have documents, you have access to intelligence. If you are reading them, truly, you will never say that. Those are the people that we have in Nigeria. And lastly, let me just dwell on this. Let me use this last few seconds to dwell on this lady, this military lady that was, came out and talk about the abuse she went through, and then eventually she was arrested and then flown to Abuja. And I said 2 days ago or thereabout, I said, first of all, I believe we will all agree that the state called Nigeria is not, they cannot treat Nigerian women the way they should be treated. Nigeria is not that developed. The laws are not there to protect Nigerian women in the first place. They are not there. So they are actually on the wrong, at the receiving end. Every Nigerian woman, every single one of them, they are on the receiving end of this. So, and I know that I don't think she will get justice the way it is currently set up in Nigeria as it stands right now. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis, and thanks to everyone. I really appreciate it.
Mr. Jonathan, God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you. Let me call on Ogasiem. Ogasiem, you're the last on the panel to give your submission before we go on our final submission. Please unmute yourself. Talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Hey, good evening, Niger Watch. Good evening, everybody. Please, all protocols duly observed. Actually, I was quite busy this evening, but I said I had to turn up to ask you one question. Hey, that goose pimple where you the get yesterday, how far? I be don't clear. Now there I go start first. That goose that goose pimple.
I
Hey.
can't believe it. To be honest, I have to rewatch those videos and follow the comments of the people. Despite the video is long time ago, follow the responses of the people. I was so surprised that a Nigerian army will say that a bandit or a ex-convict cannot even be a president in Nigeria. That a terrorist can, if they change, they can become a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That means Nigeria have been captured for so long, though.
Yeah, nah. Repentant Boko Haram. If they behave themselves, they can end up being your commander in chief in a country in which they don't see P2B as a suitable commander in chief. That is the country.
That's why you have a forger in government.
It be like say you just wake up.
No, for this area, sir, yes. It be like say I wake up and a Pansat wake me up yesterday. To be honest, I was so surprised.
That's the reason why you have a forger in government.
Niger Watch confirmed yesterday. Say, I never see this video since. I say, I think we don't reach 2-3 years now. He said, never see him. Anyway, thank God, we learn every day. You don't see him. But that is not really what the army said that gave you goose pimple. Now, the interpretation where somebody give to it, he said, a fake news. Jesus Christ. He said, a fake news. Why do we believe fake news? When a high-ranking army officer is addressing the people, telling them, any of you can become a commander-in-chief if you behave yourself. Meanwhile, they say this Boko Haram, before they repent, Buhari told Donald Trump, say they are not Nigerians. They are from Mali, Libya, all these things. So they are not our citizens. Then we can't exchange fire with them. Whether we catch them or then surrender. They say bring them in. They don't repent. Now they are part of us. Is that how to acquire Nigerian citizenship? See, I want you people to be analytical. When Nigeria don't take, it's because of them they put NIN. No be Pantami introduce them. Because Nigerians used to say, hey, whenever it's time for election, they go open the border up north. People go flood. What they do? They can say, okay, now everybody go get a NIN. The only thing that identifies you as a Nigerian is NIN. NIN. Anybody where you say that is the thing. National identity number. Then they use. So why did they introduce it at that time? Nobody query. Everybody just the car. If you no get there and then it go hard for you, people, everybody. Pantami ain't do them so that they go inflate figures. You see, Nigeria has gone for good. It's just that now small symptom when we see and we go tackle them. Small, we go shout. Now, if we could take, thank God I've seen the area view of what happened at Ibadan. Some of you must have seen it. It's a high density area, built up area, street. They say illegal mining in a street in Bodija. Thank God Olumide is here. Bodija is like Ikoyi of Ibadan in those days. How can where you have people like Bola Igedem live, former governors, they are doing illegal mining? Say they are not telling us the truth. All somebody should be looking at is that just be security conscious on your own because the state has failed. Be security conscious on your own. Nigeria is nothing to write home about. Now, with all the unemployment everywhere, how can a serious country say they are recruiting thugs to be police? Hey, send a constable. Why? Now you call them thugs. These are criminals. Somehow. Now you bring them, say, want to be police. My only fear is that all of them will end up in the southeast as usual. I've watched a TV, what they call TVC, because I used to follow what is it called? The Babajide Kolado Titoju, BKO. He said it that I wept. He said, all these police cadets, when they graduate from police academy or university in Kano, then they lobby to be sent to the southeast. When we are saying it here, people don't know. People will think we are making it up. I wish we're under siege. It took Michael Zekome to write it, to put an opinion article on it. This is what they send them. These are the way they recruit. That's why when people are talking of security, okay, the real people where their head correct, Then they carry handbag for madam. I'm you. Every senator must have at least 5 military. Even if he know they in house is being guarded in Abuja. His car, all of them, they all have their own security. That's why they say we no get number. We get. What are they doing? If you like, go to the Senate president, his village in Corrvption or somewhere. There must be security there. Even when he's at Abuja, there must be somebody guarding that house and he's paid. Go and know everywhere. So they only look after themselves. You sabi. So why I want to say this is that because people listen to us here, security is your primary concern. Forget about government. They are not interested in your security. Secure yourself. Danjuma even said it. When I say mean secure yourself, part of you have to even be careful. If you feel an environment is not, you we change the environment. You never know what will happen. You don't know. Anything is possible. Nigeria has long gone. The people you see are not even there. You may not even know anybody. Look at the way they kidnap people in a federal capital. Look at they said Okada riders are all over Abuja in Okada, in a federal capital. In a federal capital, where you have the Ministry of Defense headquarters, Nigerian Police headquarters. Every headquarters must be in Abuja. And yet, look at the way they are patrolling. Then what is the fate of Ogbomosho and Abakaliki and they may be Oka, Newi, Onisha? Where is their fate? Uyo, Ogoja. So these are what we are saying. Nigerians should listen. Let them listen to us. Forget about all this nonsense they are talking. Look after yourselves the way you can. I know it's not easy, but the moment you wake up every morning, you know that you're on your own. It gives you, you take responsibility. This is no longer a case of you are going after all, Shebi there. Nothing will happen. All these things, they are just making noise. What type of army or police will come and display children's toy, say they fly like, what they call it, is it a butterfly? They perch down, say we go do that. Catch who? Why are they see why the thing about that, the annoying thing about Nigerian institutions is that they feel everybody is a moron. That with this thing we no get them. We can't put 2 and 2 together. Bomb exploded in Bodija, and they are talking nonsense. Telling people this, you must this. If you have information, give up. Which one I know? What with the citizen? Somebody, okay, in a place like that, when you are at your, okay, what if it's not Dugbe market at Ibadan, all those, what is it called, the Cocoa House area? People are going about their business. This one, you are in your own house, in a street, in a close. Where else, if you are not safe in that type of place, where will you be safe? You see, when you enter bus from Ibadan to Lagos, or you are moving from Ojo to Monia, is that where you are going to be safe? See, look, Nigeria has gone. Let's just on that. That should be the starting point. Then what do you do when you are left to your feet? So you help yourself. That's what now today just advice. We are not forget about all these headlines we discussed, because in the end, with what is happening and the type of people that come online to come and say 1 or 2 things that is annoying. A video that since we've known, we've been crying. People have used this to say repentant Boko Haram are part of. Somebody is still asking me, repentant Boko Haram can be president of Nigeria, and somebody is still asking you for evidence. When he saw the evidence, he said it's fake news. Say we are listening to fake news. Now produce the genuine news. That is the way to do it. If you say something is fake, then you present the original or the genuine one. Because for everything that is fake, you fake something out of original. If there is no original, there won't be fake. That is a fact. So please, Niger Watch, it's just that sometimes, people listening, they should please let them take the message today from me is take responsibility for your safety. Don't add whatever you feel. If anything you want to secure yourself, Nigeria has gone. I asked a question here, which I want people to be digesting. Are we moving further away from Somalia, or are we going towards Somalia? You make an analysis, argue your case. There's no right and wrong answer. Now you go argue your case.
I have, Dr. C. I have some answers to that question. If I have time,
Okay.
I will share it.
Because sometimes on this platform, I know people listen to us because there was a day I have to Niger Watch knows because of some of the events that happened. Then you know that yes, people are really listening to us. Are we rushing towards Somalia, or are we moving away by the way Nigeria? There are points on both sides, like a school debate in those days. So you argue it, but be careful because you can open up a vista. Somebody might take you up on what you said. So that is the issue. Nigerians should look. Not that I'm happy about it. It's very painful because if Abuja could be this, look at the way they kidnap people. They are to do. Is it not a shame? The fact that we're even telling people we are doing crowdfunding to rescue which means if you can't defend what you swear, if you cannot protect your people, then why are you a government? Anybody can, like in my Anambra State, individuals are now tiling roads in their community. People are building hospitals. St. Nicholas Hospital, one of the best in Lagos, is a private hospital. First Foundation, you can do it. AIT is private. It must not be NTA. But that security, let government, even if it's that, give us infra. Some people may even provide electricity for themselves. But although we're supposed to do it, but look at security in which you control the army. Every barracks, there are soldiers. Yet, people in Plateau, nobody to protect them. Even they have to write a letter that they are coming. And yet, nothing is happening. People are not doing. And if it's just like Zamfara is like a forgotten. Then Southern Kaduna is like they do rounds. When they do anything they want. All we hear is headline. Now, they happened in Ibadan. Who knows where it will happen again tomorrow? So please, Nigerians, whatever they say, if you see something, say something. Well, so that government can do something. But if you see something, if there's anything you could put resources together to do to help yourself, do. Life is only once. When you lose your life, you've lost it. You can't regain it again. So security is an individual. First, that is the first responsibility of any person. You secure yourself. That's why you don't leave your door open. You change different lock. If you suspect, you park your car. That is security. You are securing everything. So take it a level higher and secure your life the way you can. I know it's whatever it takes, anyhow. But if you know as you are waking up, you know that yes, I'm responsible for securing myself. Nobody is securing me. That gives you 50% chance of survival because you've known. So you now know how you work or what you do. Because there's no government. It's virtually vacuous, no vision. No vision. Where you want to puncture their logic, they will use propaganda and they're all drawing salary. Even if they recruit another, say, 100,000 police officers, 50, I tell you, a good 50 of them will be distributed to senators, House of Reps, commission. This is what they do now. Everybody has got his own security. Some say where their children are going to school, they secure them. Then what of the general public that stood in the sun to vote for you or to sacrifice for you? Nobody cares. That's why sometimes these kidnappers, I look at them, I said, instead of all this, why not target all these senators? Only it's not easy because you can't be able to break their security barrier. But if you can, I don't know. To me, I believe that is where more money is. But will it help any situation? Your God is as good as mine. It's terrible. Nigeria has gone to the dog. So there's no other news that is more compelling than the situation that is going on. It's terrible. Nigeria has gone. It's just the question of when you wake up, what you see, you take. The day you see anything, you say, okay, is that where it happened? Because nothing will come out of it. Otherwise, why should people in Plateau, with all we saw with this Fulani headsmen up and down the country under Buhari, they've made a comeback now. Now look at the way they just take Plateau, just they massacre people like that. And nothing is happening. Till today, no one has been caught. And some are even writing it. You see, it's a shame. I never knew that Nigeria will come to this sorry pass. And yet we are drawing millions, drawing money. Let me give this example. I want people to reason to it. 5 billion naira captured in the budget for student loan. A loan will be paid back. 5 billion for the whole students in Nigeria, for those that will apply, that will have the long leg to get it. But 3 billion just to do secretariat job, just to say if you can look at this social register. What Omashola here can do for free of charge. 3 billion. That one on account. I mean, just go and do it. Can you imagine that? That is a country you have to look at. 3 billion to look into security, social security register. Maybe to look whether the thing there is go there. Then 5 billion for the future of the country, the youths. And they have to pay back because it's a loan. Nigeria Watch is terrible. I think my message has been delivered. If you still they get goose people, well,
CM,
yes.
CM, the 3 billion, if they will share around one by one, you have more, everybody will be happy. 1 billion, share the money around. It will go around everybody and there will still be change.
Thank you. Thank you. I have somebody on the phone, please. Thank you very much, Oga CM. God bless you. Madam Origin, thanks for calling in. God bless you, man. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Hello, everyone. I greet all my panelists. Thank you all for all you do. You are not only a voice for the voiceless, you are also a voice of conscience to the people that are committing this heinous crime, to a people that the only thing the people offered them is love, accommodated them to be rulers, but what they give out is evil in return. I greet you, Mr. Niger Watch. Thank you for continuing to hold this candle up. There was a time, I'm going to find that note, I'm going to find that clip, when that was shortly after the election, and Charles from Arise began to speak through a note, because I believe and I know that they all are giving notes and scripts to read. That was one of the first time I know how it looked like you receive a slap. I received a slap in my face. And little did Charles know that that was a slap to himself too. Because what he was reading was a script that was given to him describing the 200 million people in Nigeria, relegating to them as fools, because we had a people that have imposed themselves on us, and they assume that there is nothing we can do. They began to give us names. I'm going to find that script. That is what is going on. You see, as many of them that are on the media that are promoting these evil people, everything they say is also going back to them. I mean, the mainstream media. This is a problem that has continued. I speak to my people, and as many that will hear and continue to think out what can be done. This is an issue that has lasted 60 something years. What we call a government that is not a government. I bring it to you. I mention names. Mr. Niger Watch, Sunday Igbo, Nnamdi Kanu fought to save their people, to save lives. They did security job to save lives. Right here in this forum, it was said, Alex mentioned it, how Mr. Niger Watch gathered to make sure that a bill was not signed to allow life destroyers to be in his neighborhood. He saved lives. Now, let me just use a simple, the latest 2024 proposed budget is now over 28 trillion. And what is in it? 319.28 billion earmarked for federal government there to welfare and medical and miscellaneous. 61.29 for renovation and construction of buildings. 20.52 billion for presidential air fleet. 7-point-something earmarked for foreign trips. In all of that, there is nowhere you saw what was for the people. And you are telling me that you have a government. How much did they pay Mr. Elvis for securing and saving lives of people? Where am I going this way? What I'm telling you people is, and telling Nigerians is like, you don't need what you have. Every money that they have stolen, are still stealing, is not for the people. So why are these people here? Why are we calling them what they are not? Leaders. People like Mr. Peter Obi, Pa Adebanjo, people like Kenneth, them, and all the well-meaning Nigerians that have brains that can do something. Why are they not at the seat of governance? So what are we doing? I still call my people that come out here for, out of the 75% of Nigeria population is the youth. But I know there is a few out of them that is going to start thinking, going to start brainstorming how to get out of this quagmire. Enough is enough. We don't have a country. There is none. Let me rest it there. Thank you, Mr. Niger Watch. God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you for all you do.
Thank you. God bless you, Madam Origin. Thank you. All right. We have Mr. Chris trying to call us. Mr. Chris, I'm going to call you back straight away. Please speak on time so that we can have our final submission. Now, we have two Niger on the backstage as well. Mr. Chris, thank you very much, sir. You called. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Hello.
We can't hear you.
Everybody.
We can't hear you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Nanjawaj. I'm grateful that you called me back. Good evening, everybody in the panel, in the comment section, and those watching us, and those that are not contributing, but just flowing with the vibe. Well, I don't really have much to say, but all I just want to say is to try and reawaken our consciousness as a people. And now, Nigerians, you are budgeting 3 billion naira for the future leaders, for the leaders of your tomorrow. And you are budgeting 15 billion to build a house for one man who is also your vice president. And again, let's not talk about the 3 billion you are using to verify some phantom register. Then after all this, you cannot direct your reach towards the government. But all we do every day is start blaming the white people. For what? You start blaming them for what? The next thing you hear people say, colonial master, they deceive us, they do this, they encourage our leaders to steal money, blah, 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 blah. But look at what they are doing. Do you know how many university students we have in the country that are budgeting 5 billion for them? And it's not as if this money is going to be free. They are going to pay back. These are supposed to be leaders of tomorrow. And don't forget, these are the same leaders that when they attended universities in their days, they didn't lift any pin. They had people that do their laundry for them. Feeding was almost free. Everything, they give them a voucher to go and eat and everything you can think of. And these people turn around, they are bastardizing the system. Instead of we to focus our attention on these people so that they change their ways, we are busy blaming other people who are also taking advantage of our system. That is simply how the world works. We must need to understand that. We need to understand that that is how the world works. Every country is out there to take advantage of any country that has decided to be stupid. A country like Nigeria and the vast majority of Black African countries. So we need to wake up and do the needful and stop blaming other people. Take, for example, the election that you guys just concluded. Look at what we had the opportunity of bringing in somebody that understands the dynamics, that understands the problem of the country. But yet, because of nepotism, religious bigotry, and tribal consideration, we decided to look the other way and vote in another person. Apart from even voting another person, we encouraged the looting of the election, we encouraged the changing of everything. And when the result was announced, nothing was done. And we wonder why we are where we are. Imagine the event that happened yesterday. It even took a panelist that was there. He said he gave up on Nigeria. I think that was Mr. Tone. He said he gave up on Nigeria. When you see facts, and you decide to turn it as if we don't know what we are doing. Like Madam Busy Brains was explaining earlier. You know, we are reading these facts. We know everything that is are saying, but another person is trying to interpret a different narrative. And that's exactly what they have been doing at the national level. That is what they have been doing. That is how they have held everybody down. So not until we wake up, it's a subconscious call. We have to wake up. We have to understand that this fight is for all of us. If we don't do more than we are doing now, 2027 is going to come and nothing is going to happen.
Okay.
And if any person ever believes, I'll just quickly round up. If any person ever believes that anything is going to change by 2027, it's going to be a lie, because they are going to fine-tune the process. In 2027, they will so rig us that we will not even have any evidence to go to court. So the time to change is now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Oga Chris. Thank you, sir. All right, let's have our final submission. To Nigeria, once people give their final submission, that's when I'll bring you in to give your own final submission. The same 5 minutes. You know, no, 4 minutes. I'm doing 4 minutes, man, because we're already almost 4 hours here. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you all. I would like to come to Madam Luke. Madam Luke, thank you very much for your time and for your patience, for your submission earlier on. Please give us your final submission so we can end the show.
Thank you, sir. Niger Watch. God bless you again, Mommy Diaspora. Panelists, thank you for a wonderful session. Commentators, viewers. Please, who is this person in the private chat that has been begging to be let in? Did you see it?
Let me see. Yeah, that's to Nigeria, right?
No, it says Sasuke Uchiha.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's these people. Just go ahead. I'll handle that.
All right. Okay. Anyway, don't have much to say. Everybody has said everything. I just, if I want to really laugh, I go and watch. You know that that lady that came all the way from Holland, that is riding all the way from from Abuja to coast, all over Africa. You know what I find funny? This lady, as white as she is, with her motorcycle and everything, this lady drove from Abuja all the way to Cameroon. One episode, one military man on the road stopped her, pleasantries, asked her for her number. The woman, of course, just dodged him and went away. This was in Abuja. Do you know at the Cameroon border, this same policeman was waiting for her there. He had gone ahead of her to wait for her at the Cameroon border. So the woman was asking her, do they employ military to different posts? Aren't you supposed to stay in your post? Why? How come he's already here by the time she's at the border? Moral of the story, this woman will go, a foreigner will walk all the way in Nigeria. Nothing will happen to her. But a Nigerian will be here and will be kidnapped and disappear. Come to find out that lady, that motorcycle is not an ordinary motorcycle. She even has an implanted chip in her that anywhere you go, you will find her. Even if you divide her body into 5 places, she has an inbuilt chip that you give it, like you put in a dog to find a lost dog. To tell you how many miles away ahead people have gone.
Madam Luke, let me help you out. She has a particular device on her that's a GPRS.
What are you saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a chip. It's a chip now. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you. That it's a chip. And she even said on the motorcycle, she has different what do you call it? Response codes. One is for high alert. I mean low alert. The one that is for high alert, if she press that button in 5 minutes, the Holland don't reach Nigeria. So you see how people take security seriously. But we are nowhere there. Look at that drone of a thing. That is what people use. People, Amazon and UPS, they use that to deliver parcels in warehouses. What is that? Somebody says 1 million. That thing is 1 million. That can be assembled by Innocent right here. Anyway, Agbado has borrowed another 1.5 billion from World Bank. Meanwhile, dollar to naira is hitting 1 to 1,300. So we're in for a rough ride. Oh, I just read now that the Northerners are kicking against moving CBN to Lagos. It don't read, oh. It don't read. It don't read. It is going to go down real soon. By the time this man starts moving everything to Lagos, you will see. You will now see, the powers that be struggle for this power. Southerners and Easterners, time to watch. Grab your popcorn. It's about to go down. So you
Madam,
see, yes,
Madam, does it mean that Lagos will be more secure than Abuja? Is that why he's moving?
Of course.
Okay, well, I'm just asking. Just a
Did
question.
you see Okada in Lagos, in Bodilon?
Okay.
By the time they go there, those people cannot enter Lagos. Tinubu knows what he will fortify Lagos and you cannot enter. So let that go. Have a good night, my people.
Thank you, Mother Luke. What is happening right now in Nigeria, in case you guys are not aware, is a payback. Tinubu, despite that Nigerians are suffering right now, but Tinubu actually can't deal with the Northerners. So, in case you don't know, in the process, the common Nigerians will feel the pains. But if you check what is going on, there is a battle. Is a battle between the Yorubas and the Northerners. No, never see anything. That's more than those so. Because I was with some group the other day where people were talking and all that, saying that why is it now that the Northerners are complaining over what Tinubu is doing, but when Buhari and other past Northerners were in power doing the same thing, none of them were talking. So it's a big this fight. When I go buy better popcorn. Oh. All right, let me call on the next person. God bless you all. I would like to call on Amashola. Give us your final submission, 4 minutes.
No, wow. This Nigerian matter is strong, baby. I dey chop popcorn. As you come in, I popcorn in my mouth. Make I let them clear. Because it still don't reach popcorn matter. Let me even speak broken. Nigeria, if they pay me pass for the matter, we say, would they beg Namuna come protest? It be like film. They don't talk about that one now. They don't carry CBN go. They don't carry CBN go on Lagos. Now I can see the reason why maybe I made them go bomb Oyo State. Because the bumpy, it just they start. I'm not sit down our house. Me, I they pray. Me know my own family, because I don't know what you do. Because I don't do this side now. If they pay me, when I did, then I get power to talk, shout, come out. Police never get any right to stop people from protesting because they said they see him. Any police will tell you say me no good, me no protest. Ask them whether your wife don't show up. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir. Thank you. All right. Let me move on to the next person quickly. Oga Onero, please, if you are there, give us your final submission. 4 minutes.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm right here.
Mr. Nevis, now.
No, Mr. Concern, I'll come back to you after him.
Okay, no
Mr.
problem.
Concern, you know how they like to keep you, make you stay with me for long. The way they do August here.
No problem. Even this time, because from next week now, when the snow go out, my brother, I could not be coming again like before. But no
I beg
problem.
you go come. I beg you will come. We
No
need your
problem.
submission. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Okay, thank you.
Oga Nero, please go ahead.
Yeah, yes. My final submission will be on what happened in Oyo State yesterday or 2 days ago. You know, for me, we really can't tell because we have zero trust in government, both federal government, state government. They are full of lies. But having said that, he exposed to us that these people that call themselves government officials, they connive. They can't tell us they don't know those mining. If they can be mining like that in Oyo State, what kind of mineral is in Oyo State? The one in Zafarada is obvious to all of us. These people are not doing anything. All they do is go and borrow money and steal. Borrow money and steal. Borrow money and steal. They don't have compassion. They don't have any will to make the lives of the people better. It's just for themselves, their family, their cronies. We all need to shine our eyes. Finally, I will say we'll still continue to speak up no matter what. Anytime we have the opportunity, we'll continue to speak up. Speak up for ourselves, speak up for people, speak up for the nation. And thank everybody. Thank you, Oga Nigeria Watch, Mr. Ivis, for continue your steadfastness in this fight to keep Nigeria making more progress as we move forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Oga Nero. God bless you, sir. It's good to hear from you today. Thank you for your submission today. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. It's a collective effort. Let's continue to do what we know how to do. To be honest, this is the best me myself can do, because Nigeria's situation now is beyond what we can solve. So I don't know, to be honest, I don't have any idea. I don't know what we're going to do. So we're just going to continue to report what is happening there. The same thing with Arise, what Arise is doing for you, what Channels is doing. That's all. You know, anybody shouldn't call here saying, Nigeria Watch, we need to do something. I don't know anything to do than to come here. I present you what is happening in Nigeria. Simple as ABCD. That is the best I can do. I'm going to see every day laugh. That is the best I can do. Some people, they call in like, yeah, well, let's do something. Why you not call Arise, may they do something? Why you not call Channels, may they do something? You know, the war where they happen between Russia and Ukraine and all that. Why you not call BBC, CNN, may they do something? Now Nigeria Watch now see finish, may I do something? I be like Andrew the Giant for your eye. Voila. All right, let me call on Oga Concern. Talk to us, sir. Your 4 minutes. Thank you.
Yeah, my brother, God will continue to bless you, because it's not easy to come out every day, you know, 5 hours, 6 hours. It's not easy.
Thank you, sir.
It's not easy, I tell you. Yeah, like what CM said before. You see, this repentant Boko Haram, both the soldiers, all of them, where they send them is in the east. That's why we are suffering there. I can't lie to you. Anytime they recruit them, they send them to that place. When that people there, they say they don't even hear what these people are saying. This security we are talking about, for me, I always said it. If the all the whole South, complete, both Southwest, Southeast, all of them can come together. If these our leaders, I don't know, I say we don't insult them, but I don't know, because they don't want to betray us. Because they know where the country is heading to, they know. So if they can make up their mind now and come and say, let us have Southern Nigeria as a country, that will be better for us. Because in Southern Nigeria, we have everything we can think of. We have everything, my brother. Both human resources, no type of thing we don't have there. All of us, many of us are abroad. Many of us are industrialists. Everything we honestly speaking, we'll be the best one of the best in the world. If only Southern Nigeria can come together. Because why I'm talking about Southern Nigeria, when you bring all of us together, forget about all these things, politics and this. I don't think Yoruba people will fight Igbo people. Igbo people will fight Calabar people. No. What the problem we have in Nigeria is only the Fulanis. Whether anybody like it or not, it's the Fulanis. And the Fulanis are bribing our leaders, bribing our elder, bribing them to get their way. And if those things are not curtailed by now, if it's not curtailed, my brother, it's going to be a big problem. So if these people, because for me, honestly speaking, I've already erased Nigeria from my mind because for it to be good, I want Nigeria to be good. Even in the election, I tried my best. All these guys talking in the Philippines, I used to send something to them. I used to encourage them. I used to send credit. I used to send money. I used to encourage them. But the thing is this. I don't blame Nigerians for the election. The election was rigged, was taken by the Fulanis. They know who they want. They know who they can manipulate. That's why they put that man there. Whether this man is sending this to Lagos or sending any, it doesn't help. Because the most important thing is that they know what they're doing. They know. But it comes down, if that the Yorubas were only Christians, the problem the Yorubas have at this is because they mix themselves with Christian and Yoruba and the Muslim. That's the problem they're having. If they're only Christians like the East, I don't think with the problem we're having in Nigeria, the problem we're having in that area, we're supposed to have it. So sometimes the religion plays a part in all these problems that are happening. Yorubas are they're not worse, they're not bad. Some of them are bad. Some, like everywhere, you have bad and good people. But only this religion is disturbing them. That's the only thing. And again, if for me, if the people don't want to rise up with all this nonsense happening, let them rise up against the Senate. Why are we having senators? Why? What are those people doing there? The budget, only the Senate is having part of the chunk of the budget. What are these people doing there? Just doing their nonsense for us. Even the election, this in the law they make and this in the past. After they said, no, it's no more the way we pass it. So what are they doing there? They're just wasting our time, wasting our resources.
Okay.
And where I always focus is this: Nigeria is degenerating. The no more what they call it, no more dignity in Nigeria. Nothing. The future is very, very bleak. For the future is very, very bleak. If you see what our women are doing, the children are doing, the young men are doing, you can see that the future is very, very. It's a place that have a promising future before, but with what is happening now, and for the corruption, it's difficult in Nigeria to change.
Thank you, sir.
Because before you can tackle corruption in Nigeria, you have to start from those that steal more than 20 years ago or 30 years ago. Even the employee to them is service. Even the employee to them is service. Sorry. You will still want to, if you go there, you look at the book of another man is still 40 million. You want to steal more than 70 million because that person is not held accountable. So that's the problem we're having. And we continue to have that problem. Unless something is done. Thank you very much, and God bless all of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Nigeria
God bless.
Wahala.
Wahala, big wahala.
Something else. All right. Let me move on now to the next person, on the panel. Mr. Lumide, if you're there, please give us your final submission. 4 minutes. Okay, you're not there right now. Move on to Engineer Francis. Please give us your final submission, sir. 4 minutes.
Thank you very much. I'm going to keep beating this drum.
Engineer Francis, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
We lost you for a bit. Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you now.
Okay, Senator. I mentioned that your family portrait. I want you to just do something. Take a picture of this Ruth and attach it to there. Make her your daughter. Whatever these people are going to do to her, defend her. Please. And then I mentioned about David Petraeus to
Okay, we lost you again, Engineer Francis.
Wow, what's going on? Oh boy, can you hear me again now?
Oh, I hear you now again. Go ahead.
Okay, no matter how high you are, look at David Petraeus, CIA director, and in his own case, it was even a consensual sex with him and his biographer. But in this case, look at what they are doing to this girl. Please do something. As a matter of fact, I'm going to release do not appreciate what's going on. So, as far as I'm concerned, sir, the ball is in your court. Take this girl as your own daughter and fight for her. And then Niger Watch family, I will say, let's not let this girl disappear like that, because so far I've been trying to trace and see where she is now. No, of course, I know that the military can hide their own, whatever they are doing. But in this case, we see injustice going on right before our own eyes. And the brigadier general, all of them that are involved, they are somewhere drinking palm wine. So let's not let this girl disappear like that, because as I'm seeing it, it looks like she has disappeared. That's why I'm asking the senator to help us release proof of life that she is still alive. Please. Thanks.
Engineer Francis, the fact that you showing more interest on this girl, I really do like it, because to be honest, the word you use is what I will concur to. Yes, she have disappeared. Because if you notice, since they moved her from Lagos to Abuja, everywhere is silent. In fact, one thing about Nigeria, oh God, Nigerians move on easily. Nigerians, once your chapter just close, they'll just move on to the next chapter. They are not interested. Hi, what a country. Nobody even talking about this thing anymore.
They would have deployed that lady to the war zone. They would have deployed that
anywhere they deploy and go, anywhere it did now, do you know? Everywhere is silent.
I will not know. Deploy you, say make one person buy you for that. Well, that's the end.
You know, we know are we about now. We are not sure. It's sad. Sad. Let's move on, man. Nigeria issue, it be as it gets. But meanwhile, I'd like to Mr. Lumide, are you available to speak now?
Yes.
Okay, use your 4 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Elvis. So, I want to apologize for using the S word on your dearly beloved country. You know, it used to be my ex-country, but I don't deny my Yoruba roots. But Nigeria used to be my ex-country, sorry. So, Elvis, allow me to speak Yoruba small, I beg. Tinubu, ẹ̀yin àgbààgbà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ẹ̀yin ọba wa, nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Ìbàdàn níjẹta yìí, àwọn pípù yìí ń pàrokò fún yín ni. Wọ́n ń pàrokò fún yín ni. Kàsàkàsà lẹ rí yìí o, bàbá ńlá kèsèkèsè sì ń bọ̀ o. Àbí kèsèkèsè lẹ rí, bàbá ńlá kàsàkàsà sì ń bọ̀. Àwọn pípù yìí ń pàrokò fún yín ni. So in essence, I just said in Yoruba that you are Yoruba elder. So Tinubu is president. Being of Yoruba stock, heritage, our elders and our obas are Yoruba elites. That these people, the bomb blast that happened 2 days ago was just a message to the Nigerian, to the Yoruba people. That they are clandestinely warning Tinubu, you know what? We've got you all fixed up. If you don't shape up and do what we want, this is just the beginning. It's a subtle message to him, to the Yoruba people. So if you know what is good for you, you better wake up and do right for the, not just for the Yoruba people, but for the indigenous people of that landscape called Nigeria. See, they've captured the north. somebody was saying, Concern was saying, Concern, I understand what you mean, that the South should just focus on their own self. But you know what? If we can help the indigenous people of the North too, let's help them. Because whether you like it, if you just allow things to go and say not, we are going to have them as neighbors and there will be skirmishes, you know? There are indigenous people who are indigenous to North, who own that land. We can't allow some foreign entity who are supposed to be documented immigrants come in and live and be civilized like we do in other parts of the world. Majority of us on this platform come and rub shot over us. Never. We shouldn't allow it. It is never done anywhere. When for the people who are paying ransom, I mean, I want to address the Nigerian government. So what is your policy on this ransom issue? Nigerian government, we don't even know what your policy is. Police, we don't know what your policy is. Army, we don't know what your... Please bear me witness, majority of us are abroad. When somebody commits a crime, you know Nigeria, they will say, let's forget it, let's forgive and forget. In this part of the world, they will tell you, you can forget it, but the state will do, they will do trial with you. They will go to court. The government will tell you that it's not even your case. It is the government that will do the case against that offender, especially in cases of murder, in cases of capital crimes. You know, you can't wish it away. You can't. There's nothing like a job. There's nothing like a family member, family to family. Let's settle with him. There's nothing like that. The government would do case, and in this part of the world, we don't negotiate with terrorists. It is the rule. We don't negotiate with terrorists. So what is the government policies? Are you saying that the people should continue to pay the ransom? That is how you know you don't have a functioning government. You don't have a government that cares for you. What is their policy? Do you want, okay, come out and say, oh, our policy is that we don't have enough policemen to protect you as somebody who will defend them. We don't have enough resources to defend you. Just go and pay your ransom, JJ. I mean, so that the people know that when they are kidnapped, that is their fate. You understand? And does it even make sense for these legislators to be paid so much amount per month, per year, when you don't have enough security to take care of your people?
All right.
You can't
Thank
equip
you.
them. You can't arm them. You can't do insurance for them. You can't secure their lives. When they die, the families and the widows have nothing to lean on.
Okay.
We get problem.
Thank you, Mr. Olumide. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. All right. Augustine, before I go to the last two, because I have two Niger with us, I have Mr. Pansat with us as well. So, Augustine, give us your final submission. I want to clear everybody so that I'll come to them.
Mr. Harris, I'm here.
Okay.
Is it me before?
Okay.
No, okay. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Jonathan. Give us your 4 minutes. Thank you.
That it's better for me, Dr. CM, to take the final shot. You know, it's much. It's better for everyone if he
But
does that.
unfortunately, he's not taking the final shot today. It might be Pansat or to Niger. But go ahead. 4 minutes.
Yeah. Thanks to everyone. I just want to end today by emphasizing this subject of the kidnapping and the associated, problems around it. But before I do that, let me quickly answer your question, Mr. Elvis. You said what the embassy sometimes ago they took all their staffs, they took them out of Nigeria because of insecurity. And your question was that how did they know? What is it? They have the intelligence. They know when arms are being shipped. They know the destination of those ammunitions, where they are ending up, where they are going. So their intelligence summary conclusion will be based on that. You see, As their former president, Ronald Reagan, said, and I paraphrase him, he said, when you build up ammunitions, he said the enthusiasm that a country has to buy ammunitions, it is the same enthusiasm they will have to use it. In other words, countries don't just buy ammunitions for the sake of buying it. It is for an end goal. They don't pile it up. So when they know the channels, they know all the brokers, the middlemen for arms dealings, they know all the network. Remember, CIA, all this, MI5, they are all involved in all these arms distribution all over the world. So when arms are being moved, they know the seller, they know the broker, they know the destination where it's going. And so the intelligence conclusion will be that this arms that is going towards this side, something will happen. Initially, they may not be able to say the specific date and time, but they will still come to that too. At a point in time, America, the likes of America and the United Kingdom, will come out and say specifically the day and month and time when Nigeria will break up. They just don't have the day will come. The way they know that there is going to be insecurity problem, it is the same way they will come up with their intelligence conclusion that this is the time it will happen. We will all be here. But that's the response that I have to that question that you brought up. On the issue of security going further in Nigeria, we have this thing they call the NIN, the National Identity Number. That thing should be scrapped. That thing called NIN should be scrapped. If the NIN is not compromised, let the Nigerian government, the security agencies, let them come out with all the communication intercepts of all these kidnappers. After all, that is one of the primary reasons that they told Nigerians that NIN will achieve. Because in Nigeria now, you can't have a phone without NIN. So where is all the communication intercept of all these kidnappers? Are they not using phone? They think that they are dealing with morons. This thing called NIN should be scrapped and wait for the shocker, Nigerians. Wait for the shocker when they will do their next census, the next population census. You will be shocked to your marrow the numbers that will come out from the north. You'll be shocked because this is what they are doing. This is it. This NIN thing, bringing people all over from Niger, from Mali, from Chad, entering Nigeria. And the only thing they will need from you when population census comes is NIN. And they will count them to be Nigerians. And ultimately, they will use it for election manipulation. That is the end game. And before you know it, they will come and they will tell us that they are the most populous in Nigeria. And there is nothing anybody will them do about it because all these people have their NIN. That thing should be scrapped. If this government is serious about protecting Nigeria, that is the beginning. That is what has to be taken care of. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I will leave it up for that for today. Thanks to everyone. I appreciate it.
Mr. Jonathan, God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Augustine, please, your final submission, 4 minutes. Unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you, Niger Watch. Actually, although I don't have proof of, I still cannot believe it. Saying that Tinubu is moving things down to Lagos or changing some institutions, bringing them down to Lagos. I'm trying to say, is he trying to say that Lagos is more secure? What happened in Abuja can happen in Lagos. I don't know. Maybe from where I stand or from the knowledge, from what I know, it might not be. I may be wrong. But if it is true, because that is the condition, if it is true, in whose benefit? Does he think that Lagos will be more secure? Any part of Nigeria is more secure than the other, given what we are seeing? Anyway, your guess is as good as mine. It's just what I heard this evening, so I've not investigated it, and I will take it just with a pinch of salt. But I know that Nigeria is under security threat. There's no doubt about that. We have been for quite a while anyway, but It's getting worse by the day. But the thing that surprises me is this. Our government does not care. Why do I say this? Look at what happened on Christmas Day in the Plateau. Look at what happened. This unconventional something that a serious government, no matter what, we must have at least up to, maybe every state must have 2 or 3 or 4 barracks. Let's say we have up to 50 army barracks in Nigeria. There should be up to 50 army barracks. By the time you take 10 soldiers from there, just go there just to show, call it show of force. Why can't Python go there and dance? At least to reassure the people that they are part of Nigeria. Benue, we have forgotten them. They can be in refugee camp till who knows, God knows when. Nobody's even talking of doing something to move them back to their ancestral homeland. Nobody's saying that. So these are signs that Nigeria, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Is Nigeria, I still pose the question for whoever want to answer. There's no single answer. There's no single best answer. Any side you take, just argue it yourself and then score yourself mark. Is Nigeria heading towards Somalia or is Nigeria moving away from Somalia? It's just an open debate. You debate it and answer and then give yourself mark. I'm not going to mark any script, but I'm just a sort random thought. Maybe it will help us to bring up this issue and then discuss it. Nigeria is under threat. People are under stress. Economy. Look, where on earth do you people openly advertise that they have crowdfunding? And then all of a sudden, the thing shut up. There was a text message somebody sent to me. The man whose daughter, whose wife, the first daughter was the 4 children, the 4 children were kidnapped with the wife. He's a lawyer. He wrote the memo to Nigerian Bar Association they should help. They charged him how many million, but he was able to gather 7. And telling them 7, they say it's not enough. Now they have to buy the first daughter. He wrote the text on the name. Then the rest 3 doesn't know what. I mean, look, can you imagine? And this is in Abuja. Let us say this is Abuja. We are not talking of Ugoja, or maybe talking of Owo, or maybe something like Warri, that is very far from the federal. This is the seat of government, where you cannot dare. It's like in a battlefront. The moment they catch your commander of the battalion, it's as good as everybody will surrender. That is the last person everybody protects. Abuja will be the last person that should be impenetrable to all manner of kidnappers or this. But look at, it's even the what is it called? The first front to collapse, the weakest link of the Nigeria. Abuja is like, well, Tinubu trying to relocate, or maybe like they're saying, if it is true, because I don't take it, I'm just saying it. If it is true, you are the commander in chief. Does it mean you've been defeated? Is there nothing we could do? Is there nothing? I listened to one program. Somebody was saying during the ECOWAS ECOMOG, Nigeria contributed the troops to go and help our West African countries. I'm not suggesting that, but is it possible? I'm not an expert in security, but anything you could do to keep, even look at federal capital. People are living in fear now. There. They come and kidnap and they be pricing. They tell you bring maybe 65 million and you contributed 7. You just send a message, please, it's 7 I've been able to get. How many Nigerians can raise 100,000 naira emergency? How many Nigerians can say, go and raise 100,000 within 2 days? How many of them can just come out with it, 100,000 cash? It's very few. It's quite heavy. It can't be anybody, not to talk of 1 million. But that is the situation. It's a shame, really, to be honest with you. It's getting bad. That's why I asked the question, are we going towards Somalia? Are we moving away from it? Naja Watch, I have to drop it here. Iron Finance, maybe tomorrow as the events develop, I will answer your question between is this Soludo and Ifanyo, but not
okay.
but it's Ifanyo. But tomorrow I will look into it. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Augustine. God bless you.
Before you give to Nigeria chance to talk, I just want to again use this opportunity to commend the people of Bokos local government for standing up to protect Butura village.
Okay,
what you did was heroic. Continue to be vigilant. We love you. And I hope my Yoruba people take a cue from you guys. They not to be taking pictures after the fact, okay?
All right.
God bless you, people of Bokos.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right, to Niger, thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us. You have 5 minutes. Just submission and your final submission at the same time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Greetings to everyone on the panel, the chat, and to the viewers. You see, this thing that we do, we pretend as if we don't know what is happening, and I take it that satanic is an allowed term here, and many of us enjoy the benefits of other man's sweat that they've done in their country to build their country strong. And when we advocated for Nigeria, they start fighting each other. And we hug our satanic, tribalistic approach. And that word tribe, we are the only people that use it. Do you hear the Scottish people calling themselves tribes? Even if they are, the Igbo people outnumber them by how many times? We are the ones that we call ourselves tribes now, because we are the backward ones, the backwater ones. You know the people that they call tribe again? Oh, the American Indians that have almost been wiped out. Yeah, 1.3 billion people in the world, and we call ourselves tribes. And because we don't have a place, our people are lost. I don't wonder we are lost. Some of the things I've seen in our Nigerian space tells me exactly why the black race is not moving anywhere. Whether they targeted us specifically or there's something seriously wrong with our people, I don't know what to make of it. Because the way we talk, I've spoken to African Americans, I've spoken to East Africans, South Africans, North Africans, even white supremacists, but I've never seen anything like I see in Nigeria. I'm telling you, I've never. There are not that many people that have spoken to all this group of people. Argue with them, fight with them, while I'm defending our people. But yet, we see what I see here. We know what the problem is, and we pretend as if we don't know. We would rather talk about tribalism. We would rather talk about all kinds of conspiracies. How can we not focus? Our children are not going to have a future. Our women, they will be used up. That land that we like to think that we own, that we don't even control, we are going to even lose more of it. And what you see as IDP camp will be the norm for our people sooner or later. If you call that IDP camp, that will be your home soon. Because the people that have the power, that understand these things that I'm talking about, they will come and take it. Because that is the judgment that God has passed. It's not even God, it's nature, it's a law. If you don't fulfill it, you can cry all you want. You can mourn all you want on that day of reckoning. You pray, and your prayers will go unanswered, because the prayers, the time you are supposed to worship is now. And your worship is to do what you need to do to protect your people. But you are not doing it. You would rather be fighting yourselves. And on that day, you find out that there are many things God cannot do. Because this is what you see happening all around the world. You think those people that the Red Indians didn't pray to God? You think all the other people didn't pray to God? At least they didn't even have the benefit of hindsight. They didn't know Igbo people before. They came and they were gone. The Arabs came, they destroyed so many places. Those people didn't have hindsight. We did. We do. We know what's capable. We know what is capable of happening. And yet, look at what we do. We all sit in countries where other men have bled, and they will call police, and it will show up in 10 minutes. And when we say we wonder for our country, we raise all kinds of excuses why not to do it, why you should not do it. Instead of you to start finding solutions to solving those problems, while you still go for the solution. We are now professors of problems for every solution. What is wrong with our people? We have to be leaning forward to be solving our problems. Don't you love your children, your mothers, your land? All those land you love so much that you are doing tribalism for, you will lose them. We don't even have them now. We're just tenants. In time, all that will be made clear. I tell you, because it's obvious. This is what happens around the world. Sooner or later, when the other people come, they will take you away. That is how it works. It's power. This world is about power. If you don't have power, they will take you away. You can, God forbid it all you want. Where what God has decided is that you do what you need to do now. On the day of judgment, there is too late to pray. Because that's why the Bible talks about it. On the day of judgment, woe unto the people that are with children and all the rest of it. Because the judgment has already been cast, and that's when it's now.
is when it's being cast. When they are telling you, they are warning you every day, it will be over by that time. Look at the world. The world is not a kindergarten. And our people don't wake up. We say Tinubu is bad because he's selling people. What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we not just as bad as him? We leave everything. Nobody wants to do anything. Just complain, complain, complain. Anybody that listen to this, that have the mind to do what is right for our people, do what you need to do. Anybody that stands in your way, get them out of your way. Because the lives of our people matter more than the complaints that they are complaining now. If you have the guts to do it, do it. Because this is what if you let them just keep talking and confusing you, nothing is going to progress in Nigeria. Anybody that has the power to do it, that mean well for our country, do what you need to do. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, to Nigeria, your submission, you know, although I agree with you in some parts, because the area where I agree with you is that at this moment now, confusion, division, you know, have been put on us, or should I say bestowed on us. You know, we are fighting, arguing with ourselves why what is going on in the country is being decided by the few. Yeah, anybody that know what to do something. You know, I like that. Anybody, yes. You know, so it's not up to, because it looks like many of us are folding our arms right now, and it's getting worse. Sometimes we joke and all that, but it's getting worse. That's just the truth. It's getting worse. Thank you very much anyway for coming around to give your 5 minutes. You know, if you come on time, you get proper minutes. Mr. Pansat, thank you very much. Oh, Mr. Pansat, I think you left. Okay, still with us. Okay. Mr. Pansat, thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. Please, you have 5 minutes as well. Both your final and your submission, all of them together, so we can round up the show.
Thank you very much, Mr. Niger Watch. It's been a while since I've been on your show. Thanks for having the kindness to let me on this panel. I would extend the same greetings to everybody on this panel and those watching us in the comment section. So a lot of good submissions today. I was just at the comment section listening to from Mr. Concerns to CM, Busy Brains, and what is the name of the? I think it starts with O. He did very well today. What was the name? Let me see if I go back to the comment section where I congratulated him. He was quite.
Is he Olumide?
No, Olumide too was very good. There was another one. The name is short. Yeah. No, Omachala was good too, but not him. Somebody else. One more guy.
Onero.
Yeah.
Yes, Onero. Yes.
He was very good. And all those people you mentioned were very good. So, but anyway, it's to Nigeria that I had come so I could speak when he's speaking. And of course, he went abstract again here. And he made some comments that when you piece them together, a few of those phrases are laudable. But to say that we are like Tinubu, that is not true. So those are the kind of zingers that he would leave behind that are residue, that is worse than his contribution, right? I'm not trying to pick on him, but the point is that every time Nigeria will be saying something like, we. Now, I don't know who he means by we. We are trying to establish that we in that country. Are we Nigerians? We have to be Nigerians, and they will be nationalistic. Right? Are we a liberal democracy? A liberal democracy is one that recognizes individuals' rights. The individual is very important. You have to have universal suffrage, granting all adults in that particular country, Nigeria, the right to vote, regardless of their sex, whatever, if they own property, whatever they have, their age, if the law allows them to vote. So you have to have a liberal democracy and then a state, a nationalism that's able to, not too powerful to deny the individuals their rights. If you are trying to say that we includes everybody in that Nigeria and you keep trying to make policies that's going to protect everybody, then you have to have a nation. You can't have people coming from the north usurping power, abusing the fact that we're a democracy. and that we're non-violent people taking over power and then buying our people. Our people, in that sense, doesn't include them. They're not my brothers. If you're going to be coming out there buying people because you think you're different, you have a religion that's different, you have some kind of blood, DNA that's different from the rest of us, then there's no us in that sense you're talking about. You have to choose sides. Everybody's not doing the same thing in that country. There are a lot of people who are ready. For example, where I come from, the Southeast, we're ready. We've been ready for a long time. What the rest of the country are experiencing right now is what we've already been through with these northern Muslims. We fought a war 3 years. That's why when Busy Brains was talking here, I was shuddering. It's like, if we had gotten it right from 1965, that's the way she should have been talking. Olumide, Mr. Elvis, so many of us here, and those who are watching us. If we had gotten it right from 65, when certain elements in the Nigerian military, especially from the Southeast and South-South, did something in the military. I don't know if they had the right to do that. They're soldiers, Nigerian soldiers, committed and whacked the Sadoana over there. But all of them were bad actors, including the Sadoana himself. So we do need a new Nigeria, but we're not equally yoked. So that's the mistake you're making all the time. I don't know if you don't know. There are a lot of Nigerians who are ready for a new Nigeria. If we'll go back at least 2 years from now, there's a lot of people from the north, from the south, from the east, and from the west who has said, you know what? Let's get serious. Some of these old politicians have divided us. A lot of them are selfish. They have no empathy. And then it starts with the P2B movement. But after we went through all that, they still turned off their beavers. So to come and speak in highfalutin terms and abstract terms all the time, talking nonsense about recruitment and all kinds of tangential issues, things that will be used against the citizens, as a matter of fact, unless we have a unified country. So I know that they're closing up here. I was hoping that you're going to be more specific so I could then counter you, because the debate needs to be had. If you're a good actor, then you'll be able to listen. I've told you many times, if you're fighting for a liberal democracy, I don't even think you know what it is, because you're in Great Britain and that's a monarchy over there. But here in the United States, where we have liberal democracy, the individual is very, very important. The state is very important, but it's just enough to create nationalism, which is a good thing if it's used properly. But that state and that nationalism should not be so powerful that it's going to take away the individual rights. So I'll close with that. Having a pending debate, I want a clean-cut 1 hour debate with you, so that when you talk about Nigeria, you're going to have to talk about the things that are important to us that we need now. We need leadership. We need the Constitution. We need the right to vote, and our votes count. Our biggest problem right now is not the military or how many people we have in the army. That's a good thing when we start flying high. That is going to be a good thing when the soldiers are going to be serving the country, defending the country against enemies, foreign and domestic. Right now, the soldiers we have are actually our enemies. It's populated by our enemies. Their job is to prevent votes. So I will end my case there, and then perhaps we'll get another minute so we could talk about causality and correlation. I want to be able to talk about.
You talk about the causality now. I'm ending the show now. No other minute. Just talk out loud.
Mr. Davis.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I also wanted you to end the show, fast today, because if not for that, I have at least 1 or 2 things, to point out. So,
okay, so
I just want Mr. Davis to, to round up early today, because that can take us.
Okay, let me just take 2 minutes to give. Let me give to Nigeria a fair chance, so he knows next time we meet. Here's what I want you and I to talk about. Number one, because I believe that's where you have to have an academic debate. There's nothing wrong with that. I think you're always yearning for an academic debate. So I will phrase it so that then you and I, or others who want to join in that debate, we want to talk about the correlation of variables. Do you understand? Causality and correlation. Do you understand? I don't know if you can hear me. So we're going to deal with that so that we know what we don't have now, what's causing us from not having it, what is the cause? What would having more soldiers do for us? We're going to have to deal with causality in that sense. So I want to give you an advance notice so you could do your own research and then we could go into it. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, Tunaja, do you want to respond to that or I end the show? Okay, Tunaja is not even here. You know, he's gone to eat pounded yam and a wodu soup. All right.
Naija,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to add some. I want to give you an assignment for the first time.
Okay.
They said Tinubu is moving CBN. People on this panel be getting ready for the next SPV because he will move staff and they have to house them. They will call it something else.
Have you confirmed
that?
Have you confirmed the news?
Exactly.
No, I've heard it before. I've heard that news. He wants to.
That news is not today. That news has been out like
they are dividing it. They want to move some part of it of CBN to Lagos.
I will verify the authenticity of that news.
And when they want to accommodate them, that's the next PVC. The PV they want to use. SPV they want to use.
Oh, wow. They know the tire. They know the tire.
Thief, not the tire. Thief, not the tire. Because their brain is how to steal.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much, everybody. We've come to the end of this broadcast. I want to appreciate every one of you that joined us today. Thank you very much for those of you that called into the show, Madam Origin, and many others. Thank you very much. God bless you all. I would like to appreciate every one of you that came into the panel today. Started with Madam Luke. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan Kisley, Omashola, Oga CM, Madam Busy Braze, Tunaja, Oga Consigns. Then Mr. Pansat and Mr. Olumide. Mr. Pansat, it's good to have you for a very long time on the panel again. You know, this 2024, let's join head together. We can have a better country. That is what I stand for. And I want that, you know, to continue.
Oga Elvis, you've rigged me. You just kicked me for the second one. I even put for the group CID, but I just said, let me leave it.
No, you said I should leave you because you want to attend to something. I thought maybe you don't sleep.
I can't put something back. I put say I don't
sleep. UK you did now. UK don't late this time. People don't sleep already.
No, I just want you to know that I am still here. Not to say I go anywhere. Anyway, thank you.
What's your final submission there? Thank you. Because we are running on 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you. It's just to add my voice to Engineer Francis. When he was making his first submission, it was very emotional. And it was a submission I would have made yesterday, but it skipped my mind. This young woman who is being intimidated for coming out because she is standing on her integrity. I do not see why they would fish her and hide her away. Here, Engineer Francis has rightly called on the chairman of the military panel or whatever. I am also going to add my voice to call on the female minister of women affairs. This woman is a woman, and the affair that is going on is a woman affair. So I do not see why her mouth is zip. When it was a man affair, she went to intimidate a woman not to talk. Now that it is a woman that is coming out to say this is it, for this woman to come out and make such a bold stance is because she's done everything. She's done it rather than go and buy. She has already signed her buy warrant. What she's just done is that I am not going to go down on my own. If I go down, at least people know why I am going down. So she is already a fine woman working. She knew that when she went out to do that. And it is for people to come out to know that this, what is going on, is for us to, she's come out to, she has done her part. We should know that what she has done was to sacrifice herself to bring, to highlight an issue, a national issue. It is not just her that is going through this kind of things. Even men too, I'm sure, are being targeted one way or the other to compromise their integrity. Because right now, men, they want sleep with man too. So if man want keep him whole intact, they won't. They will also deal with you in that way. So it is a cry for all Nigerians to wake up to the ills, and somebody needs to stand up and speak for her. And the woman affairs, Ministry of Women Affairs, whatever she is, I honestly, that woman anyway, she needs to be seen to be doing much. Her voice needs to be heard, to be advocating for this woman. Whatever wrong that they might say she's not done it the right way, she's brought her matter, she's brought the army in the disrepute, but they should also tamper mercy with justice. I mean, justice with mercy, because before she went the way she did, she tried other avenues and nothing has worked for her. And I call upon her senator, the senator of her constituency, and the House of Reps of her constituency to also escalate this matter and bring her plight and let us know what is happening to her. If they are going to deal with her according to the court martial, then let them also be seen to deal with her perpetrators, because she came out to call out her bosses. She was telling truth to power. May God keep her, and may she be well wherever she is. And with this issue of taking, I stand, okay, I debunk any excuse that they are using, that people are trying to generate to say the move of certain parastatals from Abuja to Lagos is for security purpose. If they are acknowledging that Abuja has become a state of anarchy, what are we paying our military for? The billions that they are investing to secure them, to equip them, what are we paying our money for? So if parastatals are moving to Lagos, then what happens to the others in Abuja and the people in Abuja and those around Abuja? Can you see? Things are really falling apart in Nigeria, and I just really hope that we can stand and keep the pieces together. Thank you, Oga Elvis.
Thank you very much, Madam Busy Brains. Madam Busy Brain, make sure she collects that at last minute, if it cheated, no lie. Anyway.
I said, like, I just keep quiet. I said, this is the year of we no go gree. So I said, let me speak.
Yeah, say they say make we not agree this year. All right, my people, I appreciate every one of you. Yeah, sometimes we laugh, but even though we understand the situation in our country, Nigeria is depressing. It's really, really depressing, to be honest. But let's continue to do what we're doing. We're doing our part. But God bless every one of you. We've clocked another almost 5 hours again today. Like I said, I'm looking forward to a day I will come here. We spend 1 hour, say good night. That day I go celebrate them. Because now that time they say we want to come on, I see more people coming in. But nevertheless, I appreciate every one of you for what you're doing, for living what you are doing, your most important thing aside, and fighting how Nigeria can be better. Trust me, it's a collective effort. It's a collective effort. May God bless you all. Everybody on the panel, I want to appreciate you all once again. God bless you all. Everybody right there on the comment section. Thank you so much. And the only super chat today I got coming from Ijidima. Ijidima, thank you very much. May God bless you. May your pocket never run dry ever. Thank you very much, everybody. Right there on the comment section, starting with Mother of All Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy, for all you do. Thanks for being there always for us. I appreciate you, Madam Luke. Thank you, Michael Ganemaro, Gapantat on the comment section as well. Thank you very much, Constant. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Mother Iris Finest. Thank you very much for being there. I appreciate you always. Thank you very much, Black Child Awakening. Thank you, Sin TV, and many others right there. If I have to mention all the names today, I go sleep here. But meanwhile, I'll join you guys again tomorrow by 6 p.m. by special grace of God, fingers crossed. And for those of you that are going to be playing back this video later on, please endeavor to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we come on air like this, so that we can interact together. And also remember to press on that like button and help us to share, make use of our super thanks, and make use of the join button. May God bless every one of you right there. My people, now we'll go join the conversation.